couldn't even get to a tenth of it, but I started, you know, I'd look up somebody who wrote an article. I was looking up Sana Amanat, and I was looking into their backgrounds. Poli-sci major, poli-sci major, poli-sci major, insert here studies major, insert here studies major. That's all this was. I didn't even see a lot of journalism majors who are in quote unquote entertainment. It's all poli-sci.
And it's not just, you know, poli-sci learning about the history of politics and just the political systems as well, because I remember I took a course when I was in my undergrad, and it was one of these electives, and it was an introduction to poli-sci. And one of the documentaries that we watched was called Outfoxed, which was just a complete teardown of Fox News, which, hey, I'm not defending them, but that's all we watched. So there was no equivalent of, you know, going after CNN or MSNBC. And so basically all of these people have been indoctrinated through those poli-sci classes, and now it's breaking its way into so-called reporting, and now we see the culture and politics clashing in this beautiful yet disgusting way.
Yeah, when I was in college back in the 90s, we had a very popular poli-sci teacher who was an out communist. So yeah, I mean, and how do you think people get indoctrinated? It's by these professors.
Well, oh, that's a video we should watch in just a second.
We should. I do want to make a point, like on that point, like with everything that's going on, I've made these comments before, but you know, there's the frontline people that I say are creating things like Ripa, you know, Comics Gate, you know, Dan Vast doing music. There's people out there that are creating stuff that is kind of going against that trend. But we have to look at Hollywood, and what was the thing that Hollywood used to kind of push their messaging? It was the shill media. It was the mainstream media. It was these sites that would kiss up to them and say whatever they wanted and just push this bullshit out. So while we need the frontline people to create stuff, we also need media outlets that are going to be independent and push out those independent creators and not try to silence them. Go, oh, well, I like this person's product, but they voted for someone I don't like, so I'm not going to cover them. So it's more than just that front line. It's the Bounding in the Comics, the Geeks and Gamers, the Nerdrotic, you know, these independent sources. Look at sports media and Barstool Sports. Barstool's not very political. But
in America,
Barstool's...
No, in America, it's once every 4 years that you vote.
Yes. Yeah. Well, general presidential election.
The presidential elections are once every 4 years. If everything goes according to plan here in the UK, it's once every 5 years for the government. But a general election can be called any moment. Just imagine judging somebody based on a box that they tick every 4 to 5 years, where the reason for that ticking of the box might be because the person, you know, what statesman or whatever it's going to be for America is going to bring in more money for education, or they're going to lower the taxes in your area, and that's why you want to vote for them. And these fucking pricks, these close-minded fools, are basing how they blanket treat anyone that ticks that box, talking about, as we're seeing with Sessler, hoping they just fucking die. They drink piss. They're racist. They're stupid. It's absolute. It's mental illness on a massive scale. It's lunacy to judge somebody based off that small criteria. You do more in one day than you do and show who you are as a person than you do by going down to a building once every 4 years to tick a fucking box. You show people in your life, in your environment, in your towns, in your cities, more about who you are as an individual person than any of that would possibly dictate. And it's just such a craziness that you go on Twitter and it's fucking Trump, fuck off, Trump, fuck off, Republican, fucking eggplant. And it's just like, geez, you know, we are fucked. And these people are fucked. If this is the way that you want to fucking push your society forward, this is the way that you want to push your life forward, no wonder you've got some fucking buzzhead, fucking ring-nosed fucking weirdo screeching like a fucking bitch at people. No wonder you've got that, because they've got no direction. The lives are so fucked up in their own head, and then they just come in and everyone around them is saying the same fucking things and behaving in the same fucking manner, and they just have nothing to challenge them whatsoever. This is just beyond fucking stupid. Beyond stupid. So if you want to judge somebody based off that box ticking, you want to go on and screech and shout about political this and by all means, have a rant about, I don't like this politician because they did this and that's a fucking pile of shit. Good, okay, fair enough. Exercise that. But if you want to base that, you want to transfer that onto people that voted for that party, get some fucking perspective in your life.
But that was going
they
to
have
nuance,
none.
which these
They
people
have
don't
none.
do.
The problem
There
is
is no, yeah, exactly. There is no nuance anymore.
Chris, you can. I mean, you've worked down there. So part of the problem with Hollywood right now is they think they are in the middle. They think they are in the middle. They
Laughable.
do. They do because the Trump supporter, the Republican, is just what Sessler said. They're inhuman. They drink piss. I don't even want family members who have this belief system. It's massive bigotry, and it's gone on for so long now. And when somebody goes, wait a minute, Trump supporters are people too. Republicans are people too. People who don't like Biden are people too, and people who like Biden are people too. We can't say that anymore. Now you're an extremist because it has become so entrenched. And we're going to go over that article in just a second. The new rules for Hollywood that Chris sent me, by the way. Thank you very much.
But we control our narrative, and our narrative is you're not defined on who you voted for. Now we will express who we support at times individually, and some people here don't really talk about their politics because that's how the world works. But you're welcome here. If you voted differently or if you see the world differently than us, we're not going to trash you simply for just having a different opinion.
Absolutely.
If you come up to any of us and you just be like, hey, just by the way, like obviously everybody knows I'm Trump supporter. So you go to me and say, Jeremy, I respect what you do. I don't really like Trump and I disagree. All right, cool. Thank you, man. Well, thank you for the support. I appreciate that. It means a lot to me when someone that doesn't agree with my politics can respectfully walk up to me or comment and say, hey, I really don't agree with you, but I appreciate what you're doing. That means a lot to us. That means a lot because it's so hard to find, and we want to try to continue to, let people know that it's okay. It's okay to say that you disagree with us. It's okay. What's not okay is to call me a fucking racist or a sexist because I don't like a fucking movie you like. Fuck you for that. That is not okay. We're not going to take that. But if you just have a simple disagreement, if you don't like a certain topic or a certain take, we're just gonna be like, thanks, man. Hey, we disagree. Here's my take. I see your take. And while we may not see eye to eye, at least we can understand where each other's coming from. But the moment you call somebody an ist or an ism over a movie opinion, you have lost the ability to get any respect back.
We've lost the ability to disagree. That is the biggest problem that the world is facing right now. Is at the end of the day, we can say we agree to disagree, we shake hands, and we part as friends. Now it's like I have to berate you and call you inhuman things. So at some point in time, maybe we can justify a genocide against the other side. I mean, that's what ultimately this leads to. When you other people, is it leads to murder.
Yep. It's all emotion based. We've lost the ability to have logical discussion. It's all emotion. Yeah. And then I even had a situation where last few years as a teacher where I had a student who actually had to literally walk out of the class because of the topic we were talking about. So this is something that is obviously happening to the younger kids right now, but I think this is something that's been happening for a long time, right? That people just cannot even handle their emotions to the point of even being able to have a logical conversation, right? Yeah. And that's why it's funny because my kids, when we bring up these moral topics, they think, oh, we're gonna debate. It's like, no, we're just gonna talk. We're gonna have a discussion, right? Because debate indicates fighting and yelling. It's like we don't even need to do that. We can just share ideas and concepts and listen.
But you can't talk anymore these days without people freaking out. And it's not you want to. I want to say it's the millennials. It's the millennials that mess it up, or whatever you want to say, your generation, whatever it is. It's not. It's everybody right now seems to be funneled into this way of thinking of, if you don't agree exactly with my opinion, you are subhuman, and I hate you, and I'm not going to talk to you whatsoever.
Cecil's my age, right? I mean, he looks
younger.
Yeah,
he's 48.
Are you serious? He's my age.
He's 48. Yeah.
He looks way older than me.
So he's 4 years younger than me. So he's within my generation. Yeah, there's plenty of dipshit generation.
Yeah, he's Generation X. We're like,
So that's why I don't think it's something that we were brought up in. I think it's something that we are in right now that is affecting us, like social media. There's effects from like Twitter, the mentality of Twitter, bleeding into reality in the way that you treat people in reality.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right about that.
It's easy to block and say, fuck you, you don't agree with me. There's 5 million people that agree with me. Right. Well, I think the video, but then you move that into reality.
When he talks about unconscious bias, that is corporate speak. Okay, I see that all the time where I work at. That is not language that normal people use.
It's called a rationalization.
Nobody uses that language.
Yeah,
nonsense talk.
It's intellectual speak.
Well,
pseudo.
Pseudo. Exactly. It's from the
Pseudo.
education camps that these people now have become part of the the elites in the business sphere because they've been taught that way in school. So in school they're taught these things and how to speak and with this vernacular. Then they take it to the business, and then that's what the business starts using, and their HR departments start using, and they funnel it down into, now it's in TV shows, and it's telling kids, this is how you're supposed to speak. This is how you're supposed to interact with people you don't agree with. And then you have kids that grow up in that world, and then they think that's how you're supposed to act, when it is not.
Well, I think it has a lot to do with the video I think we're going to watch here in a little bit, right, Gary?
Yep. Oh yeah, yeah. Garrett, you can pull it up. I can do a couple of soups afterwards, but let's take a look at this. I mean, a lot of people have talked about this and recommended it, but maybe some people haven't, and we haven't reacted to it here on FNT, and it's short. No. It's like 6+ minutes. But you can pull it up when you're ready.
I think the full interview is like 30 minutes, but it's really good.
And Gothix has a great reaction video to this too, so I highly recommend you watch that after the show. KGB defector Yuri Brezhnev. Is it Brezhnev?
I would say
Brezhnev.
I don't know. Yeah, you're getting some weird fucking letters in there.
He's
trying. Orange Johnson.
Yuri
T. Louis 2. T. Louis 2.
And look at when he said this, 1984.
Yes,
you should have seen when he typed in the private chat. He typed America the way Extra Girl would pronounce it.
The way Kamala said it when she was in her stroller.
That's what happens when I don't look at the keyboard.
If you're new to the channel, just understand Gary and I both can we can't get the super chats right or most words. He kicked out of 3 high schools and I dropped out. So
you were born in it. Yeah. I don't want to blame the whole state of Alabama for you.
Gary ended up going to an Oregon prison.
Oregon is the new black. Yeah, you can. Can I hit play or you can hit play?
I'll play.
Born in 1939 in a suburb of Moscow. He was the son of a high-ranking Soviet Army officer. He was educated in the elite schools inside the Soviet Union and became an expert in Indian culture and Indian languages. He had an outstanding career with Novosti, which was and still is, I should say, the press arm or the press agency of the Soviet Union. It turns out that this is also a front for the KGB. He escaped to the West in 1970 after becoming totally disgusted with the Soviet system, and he did this at great risk to his life. He certainly is one of the world's outstanding experts on the subject of Soviet propaganda and disinformation and active measures. We spoke several times before about ideological subversion. That is a phrase that I'm afraid some Americans don't fully understand. When the Soviets use the phrase ideological subversion, what do they mean by it?
Ideological subversion is the slow process which we call either ideological subversion or active measures, активные мероприятия in the language of the KGB, or psychological warfare. What it basically means is to change the perception of reality of every American to such an extent that despite of the abundance of information, no one is able to come to sensible conclusions in the interest of defending themselves, their families, their community, and their country.
Hit pause for a second.
Great.
This is again. This is 1984, and he's using words, And what are we seeing subverted recently?
My own.
Our history. Not that it's perfect.
Always by my side.
Our entertainment, which is a huge part of our culture. Many will call it trivial, and I think, honestly, in the grand scheme of things, a movie is not something you need. You need food, water, but it's really important to our free society. It shows that we have gotten to a place economically where we can actually have creature comforts, leisure. They want to take that away. Why? Why do you want to take that away? Because that creates strife. If you go back through history, when did we start building cathedrals in the Middle Ages and stuff? When things were economically better, when the people were comfortable, when we had some excess, when we had food, extra food. Because the weather was better, they could grow more food, which led to a surplus, which gave people enough time to become expert craftsmen, and then the weather went bad, and all of a sudden there wasn't enough food, and all of that stopped. Now they're trying to manufacture it and manufacture dissent, and they have been doing it for years. Razorfist has 2 great videos on the subject too, and many people have written books about it. They've been trying to do this through entertainment for a long time. The gas pedal got pushed recently.
I will play my part.
So I don't know what anybody else thinks of that, but
I think it absolutely has. And another thing that kind of plays into this is there was a book that was published in 1997 called The Foundations of Geopolitics. And it's a Russian book. And it basically, this came after the fall of the Soviet Union. And it was basically written to talk about how Russia could become a superpower again. And there's some very interesting excerpts on Wikipedia that talk about America and how to subvert American power. Russia should use its special services within the borders of the United States to fuel instability and separatism, for instance, provoke Afro-American races. Russia should introduce geopolitical discord into internal American activity, encouraging all kinds of separatism and ethnic, social, racial conflict, actively supporting all dissident movements.
Comics, movies, TV, video games, everywhere.
Yeah. This is a book I've been trying to get my hands on. I think it's only written in Russian, so if I ever get a hold of it, I'm gonna have to have someone translate it. Yeah. But this was pointed out to me by a friend of mine many years ago, and it's always kind of stuck in my mind when I see what's going on in the world.
Yeah, and I'm not here to say it's a grand conspiracy. There's just a lot of happy accidents that have happened lately, and I think it has been the slow process that again has recently been sped up of dehumanizing the other side. Like I said the other day, and this was in response to Jeremy facing his haters. I heard a lot in that conversation. Why don't we hear from the other side? Why don't we hear from the other side? We are the other side. The reason we exist, the reason Gothics is here, Chris Dorr is here, Ash, Jeremy, Quarterblack, Odin, Comics Division, Chrissy, Ryan. We're all here because there is no other side. We have heard the official version of events from all the entertainment sites. We could put G4 right there in that little collage I made and put on Twitter the other day. We are, the reason I came to YouTube is I'm like, God damn, I'm either going crazy or they're full of shit, and I need to find some real people. And that's what started my journey here. But no, I don't think there's one guy with the strings pulling the strings. But I think what they have collectively done is drown out the opposing voice, and they've done it through every facet of our entertainment. And now we're seeing, anytime somebody questions something, they get yeeted off of freaking YouTube or Facebook or asking just simple questions about like, hey, is this shot dangerous? Can I get a straight answer on that? And we can't.
Interesting thing about this very clip here is this clip was used as promotional material for a Call of Duty game. And it got pulled because it hit a little too close to home.
I remember that. What was that? Was that for Black Ops?
It was Black Ops Cold War.
Cold War.
Okay.
Activision are good at that because they also put a clip of Tiananmen Square and then removed that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep. You want to put it back up?
Because of course Tiananmen Square never.
No. Brainwashing process, which goes very slow, and it's divided in 4 basic stages. The first one being demoralization. It takes from 15 to 20 years to demoralize a nation. Why that many years? Because this is the minimum number of years which requires to educate one generation of students in the country of your enemy, exposed to the ideology of the enemy. In other words, Marxism-Leninism ideology is being pumped into the soft heads of at least 3 generations of American students without being challenged or counterbalanced by the basic values of American patriotism. The demoralization process in the United States is basically completed already. For the last 25 years, actually it's overfulfilled because demoralization now reaches such areas where previously not even Comrade Andropov and all his experts would even dream such a tremendous success. Most of it is done by Americans to Americans, thanks to lack of moral standards. As I mentioned before, exposure to true information does not matter anymore. A person who was demoralized is unable to assess true information. The facts tell nothing to him. Even if I shower him with information, with authentic proof, with documents, with pictures, even if I take him by force to the Union and show him,
sorry, got a bit of a cough.
To believe it.
This is Twitter.
He's going to receive
everybody on Twitter is like this.
When a military boot crashes his balls, then he will understand, but not before that. That's the tragedy of the situation of demoralization. The next stage is destabilization. This time, subverter does not care about your ideas and the patterns of your consumption. Whether you eat junk food and get fat and flabby, it doesn't matter anymore. This time, and it takes only from 2 to 5 years to destabilize a nation. What matters is essentials: economy, foreign relations, defense systems. And you can see quite clearly that in some areas, in such sensitive areas as defense and economy, the influence of Marxist-Leninist ideas in the United States is absolutely fantastic. I could never believe it 14 years ago when I landed in this part of the world that the process will go that fast. The next stage, of course, is crisis. It may take only up to 6 weeks to bring a crisis.
Yeah.
15 days to...
Crazy 15 days.
With a violent change of power, structure, and economy, you have so-called the period of normalization. I lost the borrowed from Soviet propaganda. When the Soviet tanks moved into Czechoslovakia in '68,
you tell him, Bob!
Now the situation in brotherly Czechoslovakia is normalized. This is what will happen in the United States if you allow all these schmucks to bring the country to crisis.
I love them.
To promise people all kind of goodness and the paradise on earth. To destabilize your economy.
Christ, this is so scary.
This is frightening. Could you hit pause, Garrett?
And to
okay. All right. So
Oracle.
Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, like he just.
We're at the end of this.
We
yeah, pretty much.
Yes,
that happened.
We're not starting it. We're ending it. Oh my god.
We're 2 years in. And there's people. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there who think that if we get a new system, they'll be able to blog and paint and not have to pay rent for some. And it's frightening, and it's being up against that. It's going to be it's a long fucking battle to fight against laziness, the ability, or just and we talked about it earlier. A lot of this comes from insecurity. A lot of this comes from demoralization, and we have kids coming out of the vag demoralized now. We're victimizing our kids almost at an early age. And the parents have to blame, but it's also the way our system is built to certain for certain. Well, it's split up economically. It's a very, very complex issue that, let's just say in California, they have whittled down to they're really pushing this white supremacist nation narrative, and it's now it's just being like people are eating it up. Like it's especially here in California, they are eating it up, and it's what's led to this massive psychosis, or whatever they called it now, that we have with the COOF. But we still have people. We have people in California. California is a different world now. It's like, this is not the state I grew up in. I don't understand it. That's why I'm leaving. You know, I hate to leave a battle, but like there's just, when a battle is lost,
Yeah, I was to say.
And hopefully shit turns around, but I'm not going to be here just in case it doesn't. But we have people living in fear now. We have people who are willing to vote in the same people over and over again in the same party, expecting different results when nothing changes for decades. And I mean for fucking decades. And this is propped up by Hollywood. Hollywood has tons of power in this state, and big tech. And it's coming soon for the rest of the country. How do you feel as an American taxpayer to know that you helped pay off some of our shit policies last week by giving us $62 million of your tax money to go towards paying rent here? That was American taxpayers who paid that.
I find it disgusting.
Yeah. I mean,
and un-American.
Somebody will say it's only $62 million. Yeah. It's only $62 million. That's part of the
And the
problem.
inflation continues to rise. And, talking about the kids especially, I think that we oftentimes, get caught up with things like CRT, which I think is important to focus on and criticize. But to me, the biggest damage that's being done is just the isolation, the lack of being able to pick up on social cues because of masking. And I fear for the next 10 years, especially as these kids of the COVID generation start to enter into high school and to college age, just how far behind they're going to be, and second, also not just how far behind academically, but socially as well, and what they're going to be used to. Again, this new normal, this normalization, it's going to be most damaging on the kids, and that's why it's so important more than ever that parents and anyone, again, if you're an uncle, right, that you start to, I think, engage with, conversations, trying to figure out what is it that these kids in your life need, because they need so much.
All that plays into the demoralization, which Yuri was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they're not masks, the muzzles.
Yes,
the muzzles
I agree.
to keep you quiet, the muzzles to physically show to shut up, not question. The metaphor is very obvious, and it's right there.
Yeah.
The other thing too is like the trans movement, like the non-binary they them pronoun thing. That's another part of the demoralization too, because it's essentially saying that if you feel a certain way, you are the opposite way. So that's all. It's all kind of interconnected, but I do agree that the masks is Cloudaven is definitely the glue that's spearheading it when we're talking about crisis.
My wisdom is not my strength. Here, I got something here.
It's all combining together.
Specifically about what you just said, Gotham Series Show.
This is specific about you not tagging Ryan when you talk shit about him.
Hey,
what the fuck?
My bad, I said sorry, dog. Hold on.
Did you share
the audio?
Hey, at least
sorry,
he's
boomering.
He's boomering just like Gary. That's why Gary brought him on.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I haven't seen this.
Whole pet aren't just like serial killers like Ted Bundy.
Does your mom say you have to be LGBT? No, I think she's what I want to be, but
Go ahead, Lex. Go ahead. Keep talking. Say what you're saying.
My mom doesn't matter if I am gay or lesbian or any of that. She doesn't care. All she cares about is that I'm a part of it. And if I'm not a part of it, she'll try to convince me to join it. Cause
What are you saying right now?
Facts.
That I would convince you to join what?
The LGBTQIA+ community.
White people.
What?
Wow.
What'd you say? Fat?
Truth bomb.
Watch the brother or sister or whatever this is.
Next tattoos, common thing.
This
Child
the
abuse.
older
Get
one
those children
knows
out of that house.
What this kid is about to say, and he looks over at his mom.
Cause
What are you saying right now?
He knows.
Look how he looks back to his mom for like affirmation of wait, what?
You know what he's saying? He's revealing something that shouldn't be revealed on this stream.
Exactly.
Don't put your fucking kids on streams for
Child abuse.
That's also it. Like, why
Seriously.
would you be recording that? And I think this is a big problem with parents that are trying to be friends with their kid instead of being parents.
Yeah, they were live streaming on their TikTok channel. That's what that was, I'm pretty sure.
I specifically hate that shit. It's such an LA thing. I mean, I feel so lucky that I raised my kids and kind of protected them from the freaking Hollywood nutcases. And the thing that would just drive me crazy is seeing parents out in public asking a 3 or a 4-year-old, no, but what do you want to do? I don't give a fuck what my kid wants to do. We're going here, we're going there. Here's the food you're eating. You know what I mean? Guide them towards better choices. I mean, it's just so ridiculous. It's children raising children.
Yeah, dude, you're spot on.
You want birthday cake every dinner, you can't. You have to guide them in the correct way to go to make them a better person. You can't just let them go free. They're animals.
Parents, if you want to be friends with your kids, wait till they're older and they're adults, then be friends with them.
Yes.
Exactly. I mean, I am friends with my kids. My kids are in their late 20s. They're adults.
Well, there you go.
Self-sufficient. They, I consider them both very successful. My son's a U.S. Marine, so so thank you. But I see, and I noticed, like, this was in the 90s when I was raising my kids, how shitty parenting was in LA, and how shitty the kids were. And I would just see these parents, and I'm like, what are you doing? Your kid is telling you what they want to do? Hell no. And what I learned about parenting is the real simple. You can read books about this shit. I'll make it real simple for you. Do what you say you're gonna do. So if there is and give kids consequences, right? So if you say, because I see it's not only bad parenting, it's lazy parenting. So when I told my kids, like, if you do X, the consequence is X, I fucking follow through on it.
Yeah.
I fucking follow through on it. And then they know you're not gonna get no. And I remember, I don't want to go into too much detail, but like, sometimes my then wife would try to like save my kids. Like, I'm gonna do this project for them. Like, they gotta build a log cabin or something. And I'm like, no. So let them fail. Let them fail. Because pain is how you learn. It feels like shit to go to school with a project not completed or other. Let them feel that pain, because then they learn the lesson. Don't try to save them. Right? And I think there are too many parents, they want to coddle their kids so much. They don't want them to feel any sort of adversity or pain or bullying or anything. And you know what? That makes you stronger.
Yeah.
That makes you need that. You need that to survive in the freaking world.
Frost.
It's not even just
grow a backbone.
Yeah, it's not even just parents either. It's going into the school system as well. You know, there's now this push to try and, basically have it where there are no such thing as failures, right? Like, you cannot fail any students, right? To give bare minimum grades, even if nothing is put in. And, it's again, one of the things where it's got good intentions. It's like, well, you don't want a student to start with a 0 and then have no chance of recovery. But at the same time, it's kind of just teaching this mindset of, oh, I'll always have a safety net. I'll always have this, ability to be saved. And that's just not true. That's not how the real world works.
One thing that happened to me when I was a kid is that I kept wanting to put my hand on the hot stove, and my mom kept taking my hand away. And my dad was like, just let him put his hand on the stove. He'll learn real quick not to do it again.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what happened. I touched the burner, and you know what? I never touched the burner again.
Pain is how you learn. And I feel like protecting kids from that is not great. That's why even when it comes to circle back to, I hate that term. Why did I say that?
I did it yesterday too.
Circle back.
Okay, cop.
When you get a lot of comments online that are shitty, you just sort of let it roll off. You learn to deal with it. There's a really interesting documentary about actors called Rhino Skin. It's from the early 2000s, and it's about, if you want to be an actor in Hollywood, you have got to take a lot of shit. You got to learn to take rejection. You got to grow rhino skin. And I feel like now people are so thin-skinned, they'll let a bad tweet ruin their freaking day. And So it's very frustrating. It's all of this.
It's good parenting. Part of that is like one of the hardest things to do as an adult is practice restraint. Of course, we want to save our kids from fucking everything, and it's hard. It's totally hard, but you got to do it, and you got to show restraint when somebody says mean things to you on the internet. Like, sometimes it's just best to shut the fuck up and move on.
I think people have been actively encouraged to take offense.
Yes, of
course.
Absolutely. Yes. We're in a victim society.
People should fight back at this.
Well, that and being a victim, right? It's like you got to wear it like a badge of honor or something.
Yep.
Well, I want to show this. Like, this is something I know we've all been aware of over the last few days. And Quartering just tweeted this out, but this is about him and Lauren Hisrich, and he's like, the left is really losing their shit over a simple conversation between two people. You don't see many conservatives trying to shut it down. They are losing it because him and the showrunner of The Witcher, who initially had a disagreement on social media, have now kind of become kind of friendly, you know, and they're having a back and forth. So now they are spamming her replies like, he's a toxic misogynist, he's this, he's that. Like, they're just going at her.
How dare she treat him like a human being?
Wow. Yeah, and they hate the fact that there's a conversation between two people that are obviously on different sides of the, you know, the political landscape that are finding some common ground, and it drives them crazy. And they're going to do everything they can to try and get her to disassociate from the quartering. We all know how that one goes with Hollywood people, but that's what's going to be happening. They're going to continue to just drive the point that he's the worst person on earth. How she responds, I don't know. Shout out to her up to this point. She's been really cool with her interactions, and it's been nice to see. And obviously, shout out to the quartering. We love the quartering.
And this used to be a liberal. I mean, like that's how they lived their life, was like
they're not.
listen to everybody.
What's going on now is not
it's
liberalism.
Not liberal anymore. It's been
It's
infiltrated.
not liberalism. What's going on now is not conservatism. It's what Carrie Smith said. It's authoritarianism versus anti-authoritarianism. It's really fallen into that. And I'm seeing all my former Gen Xer contemporaries who are just fucking rock and roll rebels being like little fucking kneelers. I mean, that's the truth of the matter right now, and it's
sadly
disappointing. Yeah, just fucking disappointing.
Punk rock generation turned into the sellout generation.
Bitch generation. Brian Duncan for 100 British pounds. That's proper money.
Proper money.
Just thanks for the laughs and the great show. Thank you. Thank you. It's still going. We got one more article to hit that Chris brought to my attention, and I think it's a big deal. I think it's a big deal, this one. Green-haired anti-liberal for $50. It says, introduced to you all via my brother, and just want to thank you all for everything you do. Keep up the good work. We all support you. Hail! Oh my God, we're winning them over.
Even the green-haired people.
Well, welcome here.
Even the green-haired people. I had green-dyed hair the year Dark Knight came out. Joker, just for the Joker stuff. Brian Dorsey for $50. But Gary, are you guys going to get Ricada back on Friday Night Tights? I don't know. He's either streaming himself or way too big time for me.
I'll say this.
I think it's the streaming, to be honest.
I'll say this. I had to hit Ricade up in the DMs. Wanted to remind him about the mutuals.
The mutuals.
But obviously, Nick, we'd love to have Nick Ricada back on.
Of course we'll have that.
Yeah, Nick is awesome.
The mutual sounds like the reboot, like what comes after the Eternals.
Yes.
Mutuals.
And there's somehow more
dildos in the ass.
See, that's the thing. I forgot who was saying it. Many people have said it about comedy is supposed to always be anti-establishment, and this woke shit is comedy gold. It's been comedy gold for 5 years. There needs to be a woke or an anti-woke Blazing Saddle. Like that would heal the fucking country. It'd be a lot. It's because it's fucking hilarious how stupid this shit is. Unfortunately, it gets reinforced every day. Let's get to. Did you get that article, Garrett?
I got it.
Yeah.
You need like someone like Ricky Gervais teaming up with another one of these anti-woke comedians.
Trey Parker,
like,
Matt Stone.
Yeah.
Well, dude,
what a combination.
In his recent comments that people are sick of movies, like the award shows, you're going to see them die in the next couple of years. They're just. I think the Golden Globes might be done.
It's not happening.
Didn't they pause it this year?
Yeah, and it's because of rice.
And the Grammys as well, isn't it? Isn't that not happening either?
It got delayed, I think.
Like canceled or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Oscars got canceled, or did they get delayed?
Not the Oscars. The Oscars are still on, I believe.
Yeah, Grammys got delayed.
Well, they're looking for a host.
Who was just looking for the host?
Yeah,
it's like a month out, isn't it? They're still looking for a host.
Wow, that means people have said no.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, I got that article.
Yeah, let's see. It was rescheduled last year.
Oh, look. Okay. This is exactly what we're talking about a fall into fucking crazy land.
Welcome to my humble
Ethan Klein. What a surprise.
Oh, God,
Years ago, I interviewed Jordan Peterson before I was very familiar with his politics. He was an interesting guest who I enjoyed sitting with. But especially now, I can see he's a dangerous gateway to alt-right transphobia and COVID misinfo.
This dumbass has never read.
Is the date 2019? Oh, that's 2020,
No,
dude?
that's 2022.
No.
2022.
Wow, I remember when this kid was anti-woke.
He's probably never read a Jordan Peterson book.
This is just him looking for attention.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, isn't it
That's
incredible how like he hangs out with Mama Susan a little bit and just crazy stuff happens? Did you find that article?
A gateway to the alt-right.
This
Next
is
thing you
such
know,
a good
Jordan
article.
Peterson will have inspired the Scream 5 villain.
I'm gonna have to pull it up.
Clean your room.
Pull it up.
Pull it up.
I can read that.
How
I get a little closer.
Have you ever cleaned your room before? Maybe you should.
No.
Hello, Sydney. Have you ever
What's
cleaned
your
room?
favorite room to clean?
Here's where we are in society, though. We have to have a guy come out and like he's totally right and say, "Hey, clean your room. It really helps you organize your life." It's
so benign.
groundbreaking, you know. He's
a racist.
It's a dog whistle.
It's a dog whistle.
We all right.
No, I want to see a horror film with that because I want just him in it because you know, like it is typical. You really need to clean your room. Oh God! Ah! I think it'd be funny.
Clean your room,
They
guys.
did a movie. It's a Twisted Sister video.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with your life? Hollywood.
I want to rock.
So Chris Gore sent this to me, and this is an article, and they'll talk about it. I guess they wanted to pitch originally for the Hollywood Reporter, and they nixed it because they were afraid of the blowback from it. But Hollywood's new rules: the old boys club is dead, but a new one with its own litmus tests and landmines is rapidly replacing it. I would argue replaced it. This is all going to end in a giant class action lawsuit or the death of an industry. I think more of that. So a few years ago, the editor-in-chief of the Hollywood Reporter pitched a story to the newsroom. He had just come back from a lunch with a well-known agent who had suggested the paper take a look at the unintended consequences of Hollywood's efforts to diversify. Those white men who had spent decades writing scripts, who had been turned into blockbuster movies and hit television shows, were no longer getting hired, almost immediately, by the way. The newsroom blew up. The reporters, especially the younger ones, mocked the idea that white men were on the outs. The editor-in-chief, normally self-assured, immediately backtracked, and he looked rattled. It was a giant missed opportunity. The story wasn't just about white guys not getting jobs, nor is it really about the economics of Hollywood. It was about the stories Hollywood told and distributed and streamed on screens around the globe every day. It was about the massively lucrative industry that had birthed by outsiders and emerged out of lemon groves into a glamorous, glitzy mosh pit teeming with chutzpah and broken hearts and unbelievable success stories that had made the American dream a real pulsating thing for Americans and billions of other people who thought that if you could imagine something, anything, you could will it into being. It was a story about who we aspire to be. After the meeting, the reporter approached another editor about pursuing it. The editor told the reporter to drop it. Not one, he said, no one in Hollywood, he said, one of a handful of trade, no one in Hollywood, he said, the Hollywood Reporter, one of a handful of trades. Keep moving it, and I can't read it. Okay.
Where are you?
I'm at the top paragraph.
I can't read. I can't
no,
follow
where are you
along.
going?
Someone take over.
I just can't quite follow it.
Where are you? Where are you?
Need my glasses.
I was there. You
There
just
you go.
moved it. Yeah, it's where it says that. Never mind. Maybe read along with me. I don't know.
No one, he said.
After meeting the
no one, he
This
said,
would
at the
never
Hollywood
happen.
Reporter.
This would never happen on D4.
Yeah.
They would have read the shit out of this by now.
They probably wouldn't read it at all.
No one,
it
he
was written
said,
by
at the
somebody else,
Hollywood
just
Reporter, one of a handful of trade publications that covers the ins and outs of the entertainment industry, was going to risk blowing up their careers over this. The explosion of woke, as one longtime producer put it, didn't come out of nowhere. Hollywood had always pushed boundaries, and it talks about Gentleman's Agreement, which confronted anti-Semitism. Guess who's coming to dinner? Rest in peace, Sidney Poitier, who tackled interracial marriage and irrational marriage, all in the family. Who crappled.
You got it right first time, Gary.
Sorry, Quarter Black, for that.
Which grappled with race and women's liberation. The original run of Will and Grace did more to advance the cause of gay marriage than anything pre-Obergefell. And then there were the villains, and they talk about there's white guys as villains now. Big deal. So what it goes into is it says, but it wasn't until 2015 when Oscar's So White controversy engulfed the 87th Academy Awards. The studio chiefs and producers really started to rethink how they did business. This gained momentum in 2016 and even more in late 2017 with #MeToo. What they do not mention in this article is the election of Donald Trump.
Yep.
Okay, the election of Donald Trump, and these things were, now here's where I disagree with them. It said, then came George Floyd and the riots, something we all covered. And in the summer of 2020, everything that had been happening in slow motion started to happen much faster.
Yeah, violence.
And much more peacefully.
That's what we're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, super peaceful.
Summer violence,
But fiery.
Here it goes.
Those fires were mostly peaceful fires.
They get
fiery, but peaceful protests.
They get into Donald Trump's election here, but what they kind of skip over was, I think, because of Harvey Weinstein, Me Too Time's Up, and Oscar's So White, it was a power vacuum that was filled by people who are willing to hit that gas pedal, and the woke entertainment was starting to fail in 2019. It was clear it was failing with Terminator, Dirt, Fate, the Charlie's Angels, the Disney trilogy was wrapping up, and then when the riots happened throughout the country, the riots that killed a lot of people and burned down a lot of businesses and ruined a lot of lives, it was a giant reset back in 2016 for Hollywood. And they started pushing all of this crap now. So what we have been seeing over the last 2 years is pretty much everything made from that era. And it's failing. That's the MCU phase 4. We got 10 things from Marvel last year. 10.
But Eternals saved lives. Let's never forget that.
Eternals saved lives.
It saved lives and failed at the box office.
Yeah, and nobody watched it.
And there was
I think more people committed suicide, to be honest with you.
Right?
Oh, no.
Out of boredom.
Let me tell you, I wanted to die from boredom.
Halfway through, I was playing with some rope. I'm not gonna lie. I was so fucking bored.
Looking at videos how to tie noose.
Yeah, how to make a noose when you're watching a Marvel piece of shit.
And you're like, damn, I can't tell if this is a good video or not because they took away the dislike button. I might play a bad news.
Is it accurate? Is it going to hold my weight? I don't know.
Yeah. This article...
I broke my pelvis falling on the floor.
This article is long, so we're not going to read it all, but it really goes into, what Hollywood was about, what it's turning into now, and how they are using diversity and inclusivity to exclude.
There was an example in here of how there was one production that was kind of going back and forth between producers of color and white. That was an interesting example that was somewhere in this article. There was one production in particular that went back and forth. Then they had a white guy, then they got a diverse person, then they had a white guy again.
Yeah, they call out specifically Ava DuVernay's dumbass in here, and her company that's set aside to make sure you got enough black people. So.
Yeah. I thought that was salt and pepper hiring.
Best way to defend yourself against the woke is to out-woke everyone.
Yeah,
including the woke.
And they were going to give Ava DuVernay an international Emmy this year, but she turned it down because she didn't want to be the first one to get it after Cuomo got it. That is
even though they took it back.
That's some inside info right there.
Wow.
What's interesting about this piece, though, for the first time, people are actually on the record talking about this. People like Mike White, who came from indie film, right?
Chris, I thought we were making all this shit up.
No.
So this is actually backing up our claims then.
No, it does. But not only that, like I have friends. I'm not gonna say their names because I don't know if they want to know. But like, who have been told, a friend of mine and his writing partner, 2 white dudes, pitched a show to Marvel, and they're like, "Great, we love this, we love it. We can't do the show because of who you are." Additionally, another friend of mine, they're a married couple and they make horror films. And there's a, I don't want to say which, but a horror label, a horror label that is like very well known. They have a script that they wrote together because they're a husband-wife screenwriting team. They said, "We love the script, this is great, but we want to push women, so you can't share screenwriting credit. They want to give sole screenwriting credit to the woman, and then have the guy get executive producer credit." And they said, he told me this is just happening all over the place now, where they don't want to even have. I mean, this is like, and look, it's not like I know huge people, right? But friends of mine who work in the industry, they're working screenwriters, and it's just, they're just being told like they can't do it. Even me, like, this is a couple years ago. I was like, I had this animated project. I'll tell you about it one day. You might enjoy it. And I was pitching it around, and I was like, maybe I need a manager now. I mean, I fucking hate that shit. But I've generally in the past just learned to use lawyers if I need someone to do some kind of deal. But I went, pitched to a manager, and he basically just flat out said, "You're a white guy, can't sell this." This is like 2019. Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's this is just the way it is now. But like at the top of that article, it said this is all going to end in a class action suit. I mean, it's straight up discrimination. And you know, I sent you something actually in our Twitter thread, Gary. There's a screenshot I took of. This is now happening at every major film festival now. They make you fill out a form, and it's because they want to subsidize non-white journalists, and they make you fill this out. Now, when I fill this out, I refuse to answer the questions. You could throw it up on the screen if you want to show it, but it's like, I'm looking at this, and also like, so I have like 5 or 6 people that cover Sundance for Film Thread, and I don't know the sexual orientation of all the people that work for me, because I feel it's like, unless it comes up with, well, I mean, like, look, if we go out for drinks, we're hanging out as a team, you eventually get to know people, but I would feel that like, I would feel it inappropriate or crossing a line to ask someone directly, what's your sexuality?
You gay, bro? Bro, you gay?
I have to be able to picture a dick going into your mouth. I can appreciate your work.
I just want to know.
First of all, I also don't care. I don't care. I mean,
Chris, I hear what you're saying, but I don't find that normal behavior. I walk around a supermarket yelling at random people, "Who do you fuck?"
What are your pronouns?
Who do you fuck?
What are your pronouns?
Who do you fuck? Which orifice you take it? I do that all the time. I find that perfectly normal.
Perfectly normal behavior, as.
Perfectly normal.
Pronouns, please. Pronouns, please. Thank you.
I'd like to report on this movie. That's absolutely fine, sir. Do you take it up the shitter? Sorry?
What?
Do you take it up the shitter? No, sorry. I think we're confused. I just want to report on this film that's coming out for my magazine. Sorry, I think we did misunderstand ourselves. Yes. Do you take it in the shitter?
Remember when we were supposed to be pushing people to... Yeah. Remember we were supposed to be pushing people to judge people based on the content of the character and not the color of their skin? Apparently that's out the window.
This is an alt-right talking point.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We are in the weekend of MLK, so my apologies. My apologies. I take responsibility.
Stay in your lane.
We judge people by the content of their skin.
Let me check my white privilege real quick.
Like, if you put, like, prefer not to answer, would that lessen your chances of being invited?
That's how they know you're white.
Because I would just answer, like, I would just straight up, I would say, I'm non-binary, I'm a lesbian, whatever, and then just show up like, what up, hoes? Like, just do it.
Well, you could kind of pull that off. You do have the haircut. I'm just saying, Gothic.
You're screwed, buddy.
Yeah.
You're
Gothics, you do have that SJW looking haircut. How do you feel about them, kind of culturally
my fucking haircut back.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I feel about the lesbians.
I feel about fucking
the
Jack
lesbians.
Murphy and the hosts on fucking G4 right now. Shave your beards. Fucking.
Sorry, that's to the women, not to the men.
Yeah, that was to the women, by the way. Yeah, it's fascinating. If you want to pull it, there's an article. There's a paragraph towards the end.
There is a lot of beards in here, isn't there? Actually, I just realized there's a whole lot of beards going on.
A lot of beards going on.
I don't like beards here in my fucking ethnically beautifully balanced, fucking egalitarian. In the Middle Ages, Witcher.
There's this massive obsession over race. So one of the controversies behind Miss Marvel and what people were speculating the reshoots were about. Now this was just a controversy. I don't think this is what the reshoots were about. Was the changing of her powers from basically Reed Richards' powers, where she could just get big fists, to like a magic Green Lantern based powers, and apparently to some that is verboten with Islam because she's Muslim. So there was people going after Marvel about that, and this is what happens when you play these games. You start getting into arguments that you didn't anticipate because you were looking at it at a very superficial level. And maybe a bunch of people didn't know that there was rules for a certain specific religion that you were going against. Now, of course, Hollywood has no problem going against any rules of Christianity or anything, and they'll just stomp all over them. But they are a little worried about this, and even Sana Amanat commented on it. So you play identity politics games, you win identity politics prizes.
So absolutely.
Pull up that article again, Garrett.
Yep.
And we're going to go towards the bottom. I think it's right above the picture of Gene Wilder. No, Tootsie. Above that one. Yeah, above Tootsie.
Oh, the OG trans.
Yeah.
Cross-dresser. Excuse me.
Tootsie's great.
Tootsie was an ally.
Where they talk about Blazing Saddles. Go up to the one.
Blazing Saddles. I think it was lower down.
There it is. Keep going up. You're right there. Right there.
Movies and shows.
So movies and shows that were once widely acclaimed but are now verboten, writers and directors said included Blazing Saddles, even though it was co-written by Richard Pryor, The Bad News Bears, even though it featured a multiracial cast, Tootsie because of transgender activists, and Rocky.
Yawn.
Bad guys cannot be black, a director explained in an email. Norwood, The Wizard of Oz get greenlit. The Munchkins, forget it. The director said Norwood, All in the Family. Probably the most influential show of the 1970s, Archie Bunker, the main character, is basically a Trump voter, and a producer explained. And South Park is grandfathered in, essentially, or otherwise it wouldn't exist anymore.
Oh my goodness!
Wow,
man. That just shows you the stupidity too.
Bad guy cannot be black.
Wow.
Listen, if they want to actually emulate the real world, try walking in Chicago after 9 p.m. and tell me if you're living in reality there.
At 2 a.m. you're trying to get a Subway sandwich.
Even then, even the ones wearing MAGA hats end up being black.
They have no knowledge of any of the things they're talking about, because if they knew anything about the character of Archie Bunker and why that character was written and what the purpose of that character was, they would be praising it, right? That should be their number one show, but instead, oh my goodness, they're idiots.
Odin, they're fucking retarded.
Same thing with Married with Children wouldn't have, because Al Bundy would have been
oh yeah,
me tooing everyone.
Well, and the thing about Archie Bunker is they wrote him. It was unintended consequences. He became immensely popular for telling it like it was, and that's not what the writer intended to do. He was supposed to be this horrible person. You're gonna get his copyright strike.
Don't get copyrights.
Not with this fucking singing.
Can they not? I heard they couldn't use that song on the DVDs now.
What?
Really?
Yeah, I heard they didn't have the rights to it. Well, this was freaking 10 years ago. Could have changed that.
Who owns the rights? Because that's sung by Sinatra, right?
Yeah. So they had some problem with the song rights, so they couldn't. They had some different song playing on one of the DVD sets, which would be terrible. Terrible.
That'd be Sony, because didn't Michael Jackson buy all the Sinatra's catalog?
Beatles catalog.
Or was that Elvis? No, that was Elvis. I thought he bought Elvis too.
He bought Elvis?
No, yeah, he bought his catalog.
His corpse, yeah.
The rights to his music. And his corpse.
And his corpse.
And his corpse.
And his daughter.
Yeah.
For a time.
So we got this in contrast to Bob Chapek coming out a couple of days ago and basically saying, "Hey, we're going to acknowledge fans. They're going to be the audience is going to be an important part of Disney's future. It's part of 3 pillars of success." It was a bunch of corporate fucking jargon, and
down?
the staff memo is strategic pillars. Strategic pillars moving forward. Where one of them was tell a good story. The other one was innovate some stuff from a company that has just bought shit over the last decade.
Diversity?
And the other one is, they didn't say diversity.
Focus on your audience. Isn't that interesting?
What?
It's all but the bullshit they won't do anyway.
Did they watch the show?
I'm sorry, did their stock tank recently? Is that
did.
the reason why this is going on?
It did.
Did they start watching Friday Night Tights suddenly?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think Bob's a fan.
Yeah.
Well, Bob's got.
If you're watching Disney, if you're watching, we don't buy any of your bullshit. But if you want to have an honest discussion about it, maybe work that out. But I don't believe you, and you've proven over and over again. If you really wanna do things right by the audience, you can start by apologizing to Gina Carano and beg her, get on your fucking knees, which you're used to being on, Bob Chapek. Get on your fucking knees and beg that woman to come back and save your franchise. And then, when you bring her back, get rid of another one. That's called Kathleen Kennedy.
Ooh.
Bring Gina back, fire Kathleen Kennedy, and then you're actually starting out in a good place.
And then apologize for The Last Jedi.
Stop.
I just got Lucasfilm.
Stop hiring.
Cancel everything.
Stop hiring. Stop hiring.
Tomorrow
racists.
there's going to be a Ryan Johnson trilogy announced again.
Stop. Again, he's still been working on it.
The fucking memo is not it's not framed in some, we know we haven't been focusing on the audience, so we want to now. That's not what it is. It says we do a great job of listening to our fans, and we want to just make sure that's an important part of what we do going forward. That's how it's phrased. It's not like an apology or
By
we
fans, they're not
understand.
referring to us, though.
That's not what it is.
No, it's
the Twitter mob.
It's fucking lip service. And and what part of the audience is he talking about? And I know a lot of people are going to run with this and be hopeful. Just wait. Just wait and see if he does. Because Gina Carano was fired under his tenure. Yeah, Bob Iger was still there. He hired racists under his tenure who had to the director of Captain Marvel had to delete a bunch of tweets when she got hired. Former Harvey Weinstein assistant Leslie Headland had to delete a bunch of tweets when she got hired. Writer of Miss Marvel, Basha K. Ali had to delete a bunch of tweets when she got hired. I just don't see this change. They're still making Miss Marvel. The only radical reshoots needed are to cancel it. But okay. Remember when they were really pushing that Miss Marvel was going to replace Spider-Man?
That was laughable.
She was going to be the leader over Spider-Man.
Hey, Peter Parker.
Remember when she was in a video game that cost the video game company $62 million? Yeah, I remember that too. It turns out, guess what else is getting reshot apparently is Moon Knight.
Your mom.
Oh.
And my mom. Well, my mom's always going back for reshoots. She fucks everything.
Damn.
How bad are do we know how bad the reshoots are? Do we have any
for
details?
Moon Knight, we just heard that they might be happening. We know for Miss Marvel they're extensive, and they just finished Doctor Strange. Grace Randolph said they were very positive.
Yo, you just broke my screen. It just went black.
Hey, did we get Grace Randolph's reaction to Peacemaker? Especially the first episode.
I don't think you could put that on YouTube. Pretty sure it was X-rated.
It had to be because he was in his tidy whities for half an episode, so she must have just.
Yeah.
All I know is that
and
she
you saw his butt a couple times too.
A lot of roids.
15-inch salami. That's all I know as a prop.
And he talked about how big his dick was. I think Grace Randolph was like picturing herself as that woman with really bad hair in the episode who was getting slammed.
Yeah, that is Grace Randolph. Oh no, it's okay. Who's getting slammed?
That is 80s hair, Ryan. That was an 80s rocker mama. I guess in a little bit we'll talk about who here saw it. I watched it. I watched all
I watched the first 30 minutes.
I watched it. I had no idea we were going to talk about it, but yeah.
Watch the first two. Sadly.
Okay, so I guess the worst segue of all time talking about getting pumped with bad hair goes to a quick sponsor note from Geek Grind.
And Gary's face.
That's right.
Are you getting pumped by John Cena's?
They sent a $100 super chat. I don't know if you got to it yet.
Yeah,
So,
we'll read that, but first we'll read hail to all the coffee crate winners and buyers. Thanks for sharing taste testing reviews, including 32 flavors of Nick Weiser did a 9-minute video review of the Nerdrotic All Hail blend of coffee. Thank you very much.
Nice. 9 minutes.
So if you haven't gotten your swag yet, it's on the way. Mrs. Nerdrotic wanted you to know. And we have more giveaways this Sunday, so make sure to follow me on Instagram, instagram.com/Nerdrotic. And Geek Grind gives us which they didn't have to do, $100 super chat. Hail Friday Night Tights crew. Family and friends, we are back from 21 days at our coffee farms in Colombia. Ooh, coffee. We tip our coffee to the entire FNT family and friends. All hail, and hail to you for supporting us.
Hail.
And actually watching and not canceling. So being totally okay with what we do here. So and that's a wonderful thing. So thank you. We do appreciate that, and thanks for all the support and everybody who bought it, and lots of great feedback. Thank you very much. Really
you go get that coffee.
Yeah, and that mug and all that stuff.
You go get it. You go get it.
Go get it.
Oh,
by the way, you know that woman called Frost?
Foreskin?
I don't know any women by that name, but go ahead.
Okay. Who said that Olivia Munn and weren't there for your eyes? Currently on G4, there is a topless man with rippling muscles, but he's not to be looked at or objectified.
Xavier Woods
doesn't exist for you to be looked at.
Is it? It is Xavier Woods. It looks
it's
like
Xavier Woods. Yeah.
How many people are watching?
Looked at.
650.
Oh my God, that's pathetic.
It's adorable.
Which is weird because I think there's more downvotes than people watching. 695 downvotes. to 339.
Maybe
on the eyes for you.
Maybe we're doing it all wrong. Maybe we're doing it all wrong. We should get
I
14
think we're
writers.
doing completely wrong.
We should get 14 writers.
Yeah.
We should divide and conquer, not watch our shit, and we can just read scripts and get a fabulous studio for thousands of dollars to get a few thousand less views. I think we can do it.
Ooh, sick burn.
By the way, and you left out one thing. We also have to go and insult our audience.
Of course.
And
very important.
And everybody that comments on our videos.
Yeah. Find me fuckable or else.
And wish half your family's dead.
Yeah, exactly. God, man, how deranged must you be to want to wish death on your family if they have a different?
That is so pathetic.
That
It really is. You are a shitty human being for wanting that, by the way.
I think Adam, to me, when you look at him, he's not with them. He's still living in San Francisco or wherever. Yeah. He looks like he's just in I'm obviously in a corner here, but he looks like he's trapped in a corner of his apartment somewhere, and he's just fucking miserable.
Yeah, he looks
that's how it feels to me every time I see Adam Sessler, because I've actually been paying attention to G4 once they relaunched. I subscribed to them. I've watched a couple of their videos here and there. They haven't had good numbers since they started, but Adam seems strange because he is disconnected from them.
He looks like
I think he's the only one who's remoting in all the time.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm actually also a little bit confused about Froch, because if you can just share this was 3 years ago, and she says straight men necessarily don't find me very attractive.
What?
So you knew 3 years ago, okay? But let me tell you, I am the Brad Pitt of lesbians, apparently.
Oh my God, she really needs to be
man
attractive.
She thinks she's Hot shit.
Man, she's got a chip on her shoulder.
Yeah,
big time.
Moon.
Yep. Ego, narcissism, ego, narcissism.
You're not all
At least
your
your hair
fans
looks
are
good
lesbian.
there.
Do you think she just wants to?
You think so, Ryan?
That looks like mine. It ain't bad.
Ryan's got a lesbian woman's haircut.
No, lesbians have my haircut because they want to look like a fucking man,
Look, we all know this fucking hair talks above me, so you know I can't.
No, that's the whole joke, is that it's not
I can't
above.
relate to hair. Okay.
As you're not bald, you're follically challenged.
Sessler's in San Francisco. He's probably miserable. I went back there. It's miserable. They still doing like curbside pickup for some businesses. It's like a ghost town.
I thought that's called prostitution.
Oh, that's still legal. You just can't cut hair.
Yeah, you can do that.
Dem Titties gave us $50. Dem Titties.
Can you imagine if Dem Titties super chatted G4 and go on a fucking 34-minute rant about how can't be objectifying? Like, motherfuckers are giving him money, but they would make it all about like how this is so toxic and we can't accept this.
Well, sadly, Jeremy,
You can't
G4 are
super
not
chat.
monetized.
I mean,
Well, they have
technically-
super chats turned off.
Technically,
Yeah, I think they probably have turned.
it's them titties, which is like woke pronouns.
That's true. They did.
Them, not her.
Titties are they them.
Yeah.
Well, like
There's two of it makes sense.
when we were responding to that video, when it first dropped on Tuesday, somebody said the super chat. They're like, "This is for Krista because she's hot," and I highlighted it, and I'm like, "You're welcome to send us as much money here as you want if you find the women hot. Like, we will take all of your money." And that
We will
applies to Friday
monetize
Night
our
Tights.
women.
If you find Frost, never mind. If you find Gothic's hot, then because there's no way you find Frost hot.
I respect the hustle.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
If you find
think
me
quarterback,
hot,
if
send
you
in
find
a
quarterback
super chat.
Garrett's man bun hot, we'll take your money. So. that means we're not-
Shockingly, extra girl isn't here to speak on the
Would you
stream.
refer to it as a bitch bun, please?
Hey, it's practical. My eyes if I don't do it.
Doesn't make it any less a bitch bun.
You know, and
It's
here
practical and comfy.
I wasn't going to have any rules. I wasn't going to have any rules for my business, but I've got one. No man buns, man. No. Just throw that hair out.
Is that what you have? A man bun?
What happened?
We should have had a long talk about this.
Samurai.
Quarter black. Are you a samurai? Are you a samurai? If
I
you're
like
a samurai. Okay.
As a samurai. As
I
it knows
identify as one. I identify as a samurai.
As knows, I'm a beautiful and brave body positivity samurai.
I love it when you say that. It
I mean,
makes
if
my
Tom Cruise can
nipples
pull the
tingle.
samurai off, even though I know that's the whole, he's a weird caught up on that, I know, but the thing, Quarter Black Samurai, that's your new name.
Look, all Tom Cruise is doing, he's just making movies about fucking shit that we used to play as kids. That's what he's doing.
Hey,
So you got to respect that.
John Bartolo is in the chat. What's up, John? Hail, John.
How's it going, dude?
John.
Hey, I got to get out to Vegas before I go to Texas.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It says gold jacket, green jacket. Who gives a poop? For $19.99.
That's right. That's right.
jacket, green jacket.
That's right.
Who gives a poop?
Hell yeah. He just sent another 20. John
Yep.
did. He says
Yes.
that G4 lady is horrifying. She's like Nancy Pelosi's daughter.
Why would you, John? No.
Could have even stopped at just Nancy Pelosi.
Don't you think Nancy Pelosi's daughter's probably like 75 though? Like
Probably.
Easy.
Could get worse. It could be Kamala Harris's daughter.
Well, bad
I
segue.
didn't
always
think you
get
could.
worse.
I didn't think.
Freedom.
Freedom.
I'm going to pull that one back because that was going to be the world's most horrendous joke ever.
Put it in the private chat.
I mean, even it might even get the stream pulled. So let's just not.
Shout out to John Bartolo.
Thank you, John.
Dude,
Thank you. I
John's
see
awesome.
you.
Oh, he says I'm here for the quarter black samurai. That's right. And
Yeah, I'll give you a sword to fall on.
This isn't a Jack Murphy show here for us, all right?
A lot of silence. A lot of silence. Silence.
Is it ASMR?
Abraham Lincoln?
Kivo for $85. Kivo. Thank you. No, don't blank that one out, X-Ray Girl. I haven't got that one yet. You just blanked the one out on top. I need to read that. Thank you very much.
Oh, man.
He's going to make you kneel on some rice, Extra Girl, if you fuck up again.
You got excited we were talking about samurai.
By the way, there's a video.
That one surprised even Gary there to see his face.
There's the video game that there's a video game that Quarter Black and I are playing at the moment where you build like bases and you get slaves and shit. And we've changed the names of the slaves to all the people from Friday Night Tights.
Yes, beautiful. You're doing all the work for us.
And currently, X-Ray Girl's working in a paddy field. That's all I'm gonna say.
Perfect.
Hey, speaking of video games.
Yeah.
Well, let me read the super chat. If you could pull that up. Pull it out. Yeah. GE has.
I haven't been able to open it yet, but
GE has suspended its vax and test mandate following the court's ruling. Hail to the New Hope and hail to Friday Night Tights. Hail Gothics, by the way. That is fantastic. Yeah, that ruling.
That's surprising that GE would do that.
That was absolutely huge.
Huge. Must have been having a lot of people who were going to leave.
Huge. Yeah. Huge.
Has anybody seen it?
China.
Was it? It was Sotomayor, the one. She has a university named after her in the America Chavez comment. The one that said there was 100,000 kids on fucking in ICU or just in hospitals.
Hospitalized, many of them on ventilators.
Damn.
So says she, which was factually inaccurate. It was misinformation, in fact. YouTube, I'll do your job for you. That was misinformation, but I guarantee you she wasn't labeled for it.
Nope. Hey, you got that game, Ryan?
I do.
This is cool. This is cool as hell.
This is awesome.
What?
Look at
it.
Nice.
Oh, this is cute.
Oh
my god! I didn't realize that they'd done the Squid Game alternative costume.
Oh, I missed your T. I missed your T. That's dope.
Yeah.
They had like
there's
That's right. Look at that.
They have my avatar. That's fantastic.
This is unbelievable.
This is fucking awesome. This is from Harrison Miller. We got to give credit to Harrison Miller. He sent this out today, and I was like, holy fucking shit.
Wow. Eric July.
Friday Night Tights theme beat 'em up game.
Yeah.
He's got like the first level done. We can show a little bit of it if you guys want.
Yeah. Please do.
Yes.
Oh shit! I haven't seen that. So that's Gary, and then I got the blue shell in the Mario Kart. Hell yeah! Blue shell. Hell yeah!
That's so.
Look at
this.
There's Jeremy.
Oh my god.
Jeremy. They got ass. There's me.
With my big belly. I like it.
Good.
Odin.
God.
Quarter black, no ponytail.
Thank God.
Yeah.
X-ray girl. I'm not a big fan of the eyes they're actually round. I don't know how that works.
But they're so now.
Hard to do in pixels.
And then Tom's right there too. And then we got special guests. This was obviously in development for a while, right? You got Rippa. Rippa looks awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
Drinker. Gundam.
You got Gundam.
That's awesome.
Yeah, love it.
Dan Bass.
There's Chrissy.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Oh, well done.
So good.
I love it.
Quality.
I'm gonna play this on my Twitch channel.
Yeah.
Is Az wearing an apron?
No, I'm fat.
Oh.
Oh, man. Attack of the Woke. Yeah, I'll play it too. Like my promised first gameplay is Witcher 3. I will play that next on the main channel. I will probably be really bad at that one too. and it's probably the easiest game in the world. But thank you. That is brilliant.
So cool.
Yeah,
That's really
so
cool.
we are honored. We have the best audience.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can I print that out? Is that gay to print that out?
No?
No.
Probably.
No. I mean, if you got to ask yourself if something is gay, it usually is, but it's okay. A Sticks for $50. Got home from a tiring day at work. Flipped on my favorite Friday night show and was welcomed by an rant. The world is right again. Hail Friday Night Tights. Yes. Jason Smoot for $200.
Whoa.
What's up, Jason?
Wow.
Insanely happy. Gothics is here. Gary, Taboo season 2 coming soon. I wish, but I promise you, after Picard, I will do a Taboo season 1 review because I fucking love that show. Saw that they were trying to get it in early 2020 and would freaking love that. I would too, but they said that last year. But it looks like Tom Hardy has time, and it's made by the people who did Peaky Blinders. It's one of his best fucking roles. Damn, thank you, Jason Smoot. I fucking love that show. Highly recommend Taboo. Yes.
Yeah, it came and went, and nobody talked about
2017, it's about the War of 1812 and voodoo and a guy fucking his sister, and Tom Hardy's kind of this superhero, wears a top hat, who can like go on like trips, and he was a slave ship owner, and then he crashed, and then it was slaves who saved him. It was a tribe who saved him and sent him back. So his father owned a huge piece of land, I think Victoria Island. It's about the East India Company. It's a really fucking good show, and it's got a great cast. So check it out.
Tracts of land.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Huge tracts of land. By the way, I didn't realize that there was a date, but March 10th of this year, Orville season 3.
Yes.
Yes. Like,
and I can confirm. I won't say what.
Wait, Orville?
Because I have.
As in Redenbacher?
No, the show.
Yes.
Oh, I love his popcorn.
But I love his popcorn. Not the city, not the town in California, but the ship. It started out as a Star Trek parody, and then it became better than Star Trek.
Yeah.
And then Seth MacFarlane, like, fucking, he's no secret. He doesn't like Star Trek Discovery, so he trolls Star Trek Discovery in the show. It's no different this coming season. Let's just wait for that.
Oh my God,
that's gonna be fantastic.
It's gonna be fucking beautiful. Here is some pesos for Rudy's Barbecue. Hope to see you on Demo Ranch. Says Bro Duke for $49.99. I will do that.
Nice.
Hey, that'd be awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Rudy's is good, man. You'll like it.
Oh, dude. This is my house key.
G4 stepping their game up.
Oh, what do they do? They get 700 viewers?
I'm sure. There you go, right there.
Oh, yeah.
Get Eric July.
Ryan looks offended.
He looks very serious. He's serious about this.
Gary, he just wants to win.
Gary and Ripa have the same exact expression.
I know we do.
Extra Girl looks so happy to be there.
This makes me want to. Someone take the heads of Gary and Ripa and like put it on that. What's it called? What's that artwork called where it's like the farmers, standing next to each other?
Yeah.
It's such a bad Photoshop. Whoever fucking did that, my fucking stuck in my ears.
Shit. Your chin is all square on one side, but like fuzzy on the other.
That's not the yellow flash.
That makes it
the
better.
yellow flash treatment that he did to you.
No, there's an art
Y'all
to
have
bad
no necks.
Photoshop. There is an art to bad Photoshop. Jason Smoot has returned for oh my lord, another $200. Thank you, Jason.
Wow, dude.
Jason. Mike Lindell from My Pillow has had his bank functions and all his charities terminated. This is insane. No way.
Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat. But that's
This
fucking.
is what
What the fuck?
I'm surprised.
Yep. This is what I've been talking about, like with where the next steps are.
Yep.
You know, people being banned out of social media, all of this stuff unpersoned. We saw that with someone associated with the Proud Boys, right? I think Bank of America, like stopped his accounts. Like that's the next logical step that they're going to take. It's not enough that you're deplatformed. It's not enough that you've lost your job. Now they're going to remove your ability to bank.
Deperson.
Now they're going to not allow you to have internet service or turn off your electricity or turn off your gas. Like that's where this shit is headed.
Yeah,
and if you can't see that, open your eyes.
Chase is already known. There's like so many girls in the adult industry where they said they had an account with Chase and they shut their account down because they were in the adult industry.
Wow. It's unbelievable, man.
Yeah, you will
Not a great thing for whores.
No.
No. Unless you're in San Francisco.
I'm screwed.
Bank of America. That's where you go.
B of A.
America, baby.
Well, that's where they're going to get us eventually. I mean, because you know, even Crowder's probably going to get chased off YouTube, or they're going to go after Alex Jones and Infowars. They've tried. They've tried, and they'll try in the future. Lord Jaguar on the Streamlabs side for $75. Thank you, Lord Jaguar. Jaguar. Sorry, I used to work.
Jaguar.
Jaguar. How do you say it? Because you say it properly. How do you say Jaguar?
Jaguar.
Jaguar. Okay.
Yeah, there ain't no way I'm fucking saying that.
That doesn't sound the same. What?
Jaguar.
Well, I was told at the dealership it was pronounced Jaguar. I don't know if that's
Jaguar.
Right.
I'm a common folk. I call it Jaguar, but
I
call it Jaguar.
I actually say that too, Jaguar, but I say so many things wrong, they just don't pick up on it. When Ryan says something wrong,
you have a Jaguar?
I say Pinto. Can I get a Pinto?
Didn't Jason Statham do a commercial for them, or someone like some
Jaguar?
Yeah, like they did the correct pronunciation. I was like, oh, I'd never heard it like this before.
You can almost hear the pinky sticking out while they say
Yeah.
Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Jaguar. Jaguar.
Chad is just all Jaguar.
Hello, FNT. Been listening for a couple of months. First time donating. Gentle. Thank you. Thanks to everyone for making my Friday so great. I look forward to ending my work week with listening to you all. Hello from Texas. Hail, Texas! Yes, I can't wait.
Hi,
Texas.
And straight.
Hell yeah.
I'm wondering, Melissa and I were talking about, it's like, are we going to get an accent if we're there long enough? Like, how long
I doubt it.
Probably not.
My cousin still tells me I have my California accent, so.
You got to be born with it, brother.
Is a California accent?
A California accent is just when you like anal.
I like how that got Gothic's just like
this.
All right.
Are you saying this is a California
that's
accent?
a Murphy accent. You're mixing it up.
There's no California accent, is there?
Whoa, dude.
Okay.
Whoa.
No, yeah, if we go into, hey,
that's
bro.
like the Valley Girl.
That's big, bro. SoCal.
I say there's Valley Girl, but that's about all I know.
Problem.
I think it's because I say dude.
Dude, I went down to PB
people
to
in
go
San Francisco
surfing.
don't talk the same way as LA.
Yeah.
So like I am down in the Valley, and so like Valley
That's
Girls have
Valley,
their
yeah.
own accent.
No, but OC,
right at the end of this.
OC in San Diego.
Everything I say ends in a question.
Coastal OC in San Diego have the A. So, you know, I'm going down to PB to Banks and Betty's, bro. That's
How accurate? Not that SNL has been
Johnny
funny
Lawrence.
in a very long time, but how funny is the Californian skit that they?
I think it's funny. Yeah.
Which one?
It's the
Californians.
Wig and God, that guy who's so funny.
Oh yeah, I forget.
Jason Sudeikis?
No,
What
Bill
do you do
Hader.
here, Derek?
Bill Hader. Oh,
Hader,
get out of
yeah.
here! What are you doing here?
What's weird about that sketch? It's all very accurate in terms of the freeways, and I've had
yeah. And now I know what you're talking about.
Like, you take the 101 to the,
You take the 405 down to the
101 and then
Yeah, no, that is SoCal. But Johnny Lawrence is the epitome of somebody in like we all had a Johnny Lawrence friend from Cobra Kai in OC or in San Diego. Like we
follow
all had
that
one.
Twitter
They
account,
sold
by
us
the
their
way.
weed.
I don't know. who it is, but
The
it's
one
phenomenal.
from the show.
I'm gonna take responsibility. I saw that account was like 20 fucking followers, and I retweeted him.
Yep.
He's blown up now. He's perfect.
So,
legend.
Yeah, I had they're the ones who ditched high school with you, sold you the weed. You know, their brothers got you beer because they were over 21. They had a Camaro that was always like half worked on. Gave you your first line of meth. You know, yeah, Johnny Lawrence. Chrissy Mayer, your talent and emulating unattractive, annoying women is impressively unequaled for whatever that's worth. Also, get Kumia on Friday Night Tights, please, from David McDaniel for $50 on Streamlabs. I'm all for that. I should ask him. I should expect Chrissy to ask him.
I'm gonna remind him.
I can ask him too, because I'll get a little, I don't know, I'll fanboy a little bit to Kumia. I freaking love that guy.
If he comes on, Gary's gonna put the coom in Kumia.
In the Kumia. Oh,
Wow.
What are we sharing?
This is a piece of history. As you're wearing an apron. That's a shirt. I'm just fat.
You're about to make something.
That's funny.
It's about pleasing your audience.
It is impressive.
It is.
He added those pixels just for you.
Did you laugh at our expense? Then you laughed. That's the whole point. Yep. Not a secret ninja for $44.99. That is British proper money right there.
Proper money.
Because Friday Night Tights. Because Friday night is Friday Night Tights. Oh, I like that. We have become Friday. G4 can eat a German suplex from VSS Ventores for $50. Thank you. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh wow. David McDaniel on the Streamlabs side for $250.
Wow. Nancy Pelosi.
Nazi Pelosi? Did you
Guys
say
are going
Nazi?
fucking nuts.
Nine.
Viewers, do not pay Mama Susan. Donate. Oh, you did it. Yay.
That's what's going on. And it was American Gothic. Thank you for everyone who was letting me do it.
Whoa. For one, okay, like I'm like 25 years older than fucking Ripa. I'm the husband, all right?
Or it's either.
I call foul.
Robert, I don't know how it works.
This is Ripa seeing his wife up close for the first time.
Yep.
Yeah, he lifts the veil and he's like,
Bitch, when'd you grow a beard?
Dude, my favorite facial expression is like the one that does that on the thumbnails. Yeah, that's my favorite.
Huh? Sorry, for Ripa?
For Ripa, yeah, the one he's all like that.
Mine is when he goes like this.
David McDaniel for $250. Viewers, do not pay Mama Susan. Donate through Streamlabs. This phrase was literally blocked via Super Chat despite multiple thesaurus edits. Annoying women.
Wow.
Annoying women.
Wow.
Annoying women, you couldn't say.
Yeah, annoying women. According to YouTube, women can't be annoying if only they could enforce that in real life.
I was gonna say it's kind of part of the definition. Oh god. That's fucking funny.
Leave women alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone.
It's funny because it's true.
Except for the women here, right here. Maybe X-Ray Girl, she's annoying.
Good
but,
save.
Yeah,
Gothic
she just
is-
won't shut the fuck up.
yeah.
She talks
Always
way
talk.
too much. I was about to. No.
Happy talkie, happy
Sometimes it's best just to
these
reel it
memes-
in, show restraint before you go too
Yeah.
far down the.
These memes are too good.
across this
These
highway.
memes are too good.
Now a word from our sponsor.
You wake up drinking your
Prime
tired?
Coffee.
Are you tired in the morning?
I've also got a blend myself. It's called the Nerdronic blend. Okay.
We will get on to our next topic in just 1 second. But first,
have you seen my sister? She's hot.
That's that look when you spend like 2 hours looking for the right porn and you finally found the right one.
Yeah.
that's the face you make right there.
I found my
A few years ago, I saw this one of this girl. She did
No,
this
that's definitely you found your vintage Nina Hartley face right there.
Geek Grind, also the name of a porn.
Starring Nina Hartley. Yeah, there you go.
Grinding with geeks.
Hey, Nina Hartley is a legend, is a porn legend. Okay, she was in Boogie Nights. Co-lead for $100. Good evening, Friday Night Tights. This will be my first time messaging. Wow.
Wow.
I found you guys. Wow.
Magical.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Chris. What is this show?
Yeah.
I found you guys 2 years ago. This is what happens when people start getting a little hungry and loopy towards the end of the show.
Yeah.
I found you guys 2 years ago during the COVID craze, and I thank you for doing what you do. My family and I immigrated here 17 years ago. I grew up with geek culture and the American dream. I hope this madness ends. It will end, okay? It will absolutely end. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for being here.
R.I.P.
So I want to write songs.
Down the road and back again.
I want to write songs to immigrants who want to be here and carry on with the American dream. Fuck yeah, it's a wonderful thing. This show, we're all examples of the American dream, and that's what that article we were just talking about.
If you threw a party and invited everyone you knew.
That was beautiful. That was so good.
You would see you're the greatest gift you've been for me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Ba-da-do, bo, bo, bo.
Grab.
Ding, 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 ding. I'll get my coat.
Okay. Yep. Places like Hollywood used to be about the American dream. Now they just want to shit all over it all the time while they're still making all their money. The Peacemaker. I watched The Peacemaker. I watched the first 3 episodes.
Oh, damn.
Snyder Cut fans are going to love it. Oh, it's going to be their favorite thing. That's all I know is the Snyder Cut fans. The Peacemaker show is going to completely win over all Snyder Cut fans. I think they'll forgive Jeff Johns afterwards and love Joss Whedon and James Gunn just as much as they like Jeff Johns.
It's a very forgettable, there's going to be no lasting impact from Peacemaker at all. It is a flash. It's not even a flash.
It's so-so.
It's
It's got a lot of crap, and then it's got some that's funny. Like 40% of the jokes land. But most of it's pretty.
Not a great percentage.
How do you like it?
Yeah. 40% of your jokes land on
generous.
stage. Is it a good night
Are
for
you successful?
I would say this is probably James Gunn's worst work.
Hang on.
Yeah, I'd probably say so.
40% is bad.
40%.
it's got about everything that I hate in it. So.
Yeah.
40% is better than SNL. I mean,
Well,
God,
fair
SNL's
enough.
so unwatchable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean Greenwood for $50. Says comment deleted. Just kidding. You are all hilarious. Ah, bless your heart. Bless your heart. Caligula, one of the best names out there, by the way. For $50. How is it in current year that these people don't realize that you do not talk down to your audience? How many examples does it take? Thanks for being awesome and grats on 8 years, Gary. Well, thank you, little person. And thank you for telling us not to talk down to our audience, you little people.
Are they an actual clinical midget?
What was that?
We're not allowed to say
Are they like medical midgets?
Dwarf, little person.
Something. But yeah, that's like they're not going to learn their lesson because they don't care about the audience.
They can't see above the desk.
Like they don't. But yeah, we're going to continue to see these companies that are so disconnected from the internet. Like we see it so many times where these people they like these lawmakers and these politicians, they make these rules. They don't get the internet. They don't understand how it works. They just completely miss the mark. It's going to continue to happen, and we'll continue to take full advantage every time. Because trust me, I don't want G4 to stop. I want G4 to continue doing exactly what they're doing. Okay? I want them to continue to do it. Because I will invite all of your toxic crowd that you don't want over to our little.
Hell yeah!
So
it's good comedy too.
You know who else wants to?
Go ahead.
You know who else wants to continue is Jack Murphy. He's very happy. You can make a video called Jack Frost and then combine both into one.
No. If you mix in Alec Baldwin, then you'd have the trifecta.
Oh
my God! YouTube would break.
It would.
And then my channel's under attack. Put that all in one video.
Oh, it's shoot my load.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I really didn't know that this would like. I told Ryan about a few days ago. I was like you are one Alec Baldwin shooting away from hitting 100K. Like all you need. You just need. And then this happened.
And Frost was like, hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Hold my beer.
Hold my triple latte. That's
Hold my IPA.
Yeah. Better.
Hold my fucking Hollywood privilege.
Crick Noiser for $42. I love that. That's my favorite number. Hitchhiker Guide to the Galaxy. Hail! The gang's all here. Much love to everyone here, and couldn't be here. And hail to you. And yes, there was a scene where Peacemaker's dad goes to jail, and all the white prisoners get on their knees and start going hail, because they had to have white supremacists. I think that is a must in every TV show now. There has to be.
Also, now they have to have a reference to Alex Jones in all entertainment.
Every single time.
Yep.
I mean, I didn't catch it. I'm sharing my screen. I didn't catch this, but apparently Gothic's a big fan of the soothing sounds of Az.
You should consider ASMR or something.
ASMR, yes.
The soothing sounds of Az.
Gothic looks so happy in that
video. Oh man! Joy human.
Hanging with us.
Human.
What is that English?
It's Joy human. Kind of like a little bit of Welsh,
I was gonna say, is that Welsh?
Yeah.
I thought it was Jamaican for a second.
Hey, didn't I say?
Jamaican me crazy, Kofi.
You have the one Deris and the one Junior, your brother and the man Sanka.
Oh my God!
Moving
right.
quickly.
Cool runnings.
Hey,
Gary, just shared somebody sent us an alternative opening to Friday Night Time.
And then Garrett, could you find the article where apparently wearing a mask makes you more attractive?
Oh God, I saw that.
Only for the ugly people in society. Then it's true.
Oh boy.
What is it originally?
Oh my God!
Hey, do you like Taco Bell?
I love Taco Bell. I did it the other day though.
Oh, and
that's probably what that stems from.
I know all of us here, we're, not somebody you should be taken seriously, but we do have an amazing musician in Dan Vask who carries himself very well, very respectfully. I'm sharing a video real quick. I mean, this is a guy who really is, he's really a respectable guy.
He is.
Is him in his underwear?
Uh-oh, here we go. Whoa.
He's got a big sword.
Unsheathed.
He said, I forgot I'm in my underwear.
Here, yeah, get it out of there.
He's like, let's get the money shot.
Daddy Dad.
Right there.
Oh man, that's a legit Witcher sword right there.
Oh, I need that. I need that sword, man.
That is
I do. That's a nice
need
one.
that
I got
sword
long
too,
claw.
both of them.
Oh, I know. Oh, hey.
Jeremy, that's that show where you show off your collectibles.
Yeah, every month. Oh,
I want to be on that show. I want.
You're
to be
on next month.
I got
You're
some
on.
stuff to show off.
You're
Okay,
on.
cool.
You're on next
All right,
month.
awesome.
Bragging Rights, first Monday of the
Fantastic.
month on Geeks and
I'm in.
Gamers. Yeah. So when he did that, we were like,
Oh my god.
and then he acknowledged it. I wasn't gonna bring. I was like, this motherfucker just stood up in his fucking boxers with the whitest legs I've ever seen in my life. and I'm from hillbilly Alabama, and this dude still got the whitest legs I've ever seen. And then he just like, damn it, I didn't. Forgot I had my boxers on. He just owned
Well, at least he was wearing
so good.
boxers. Thank God.
By the way, I love it when
I see him in the chat. He says, not funny.
I think it's chat energy, man.
I love it that people could just interfere with Wikipedia, Gary. I'm just.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Feast of the Houses of Medieval Christians.
Oh, man.
Feast observed on the 14th of January. Celebration of flight into Egypt. Donkey, there's an ass. There's a man and an ass. There's an ass. There's a Jesus blowjob. I don't know. And there's an ass.
Jesus blowjob.
What the hell?
Well, they were like halos, and they've like one of them was like bent over and
Oh, that's Mary Magdalene. Prostrating themselves. Come on.
I don't know. I didn't read the Bible.
For the Lord.
It's
Odin,
obvious.
is there
Just
in the
don't.
Bible?
Just leave it right there. Just don't even finish the
We
thought.
got another
what I
super
said.
chat.
So what I said is
Prostrate
accurate.
yourself,
Accurate, right, Odin?
Hey, we got a super chat to read.
Right.
Base player 2011 Iffy for $50, $49.99. Happy Friday, everyone, and congrats on 8 years, Gary. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. This is completely off topic. Well, that's unusual for our show. But as can you show your new Fallout figure, please, as it is worth the price? I'm thinking about buying one. Show it off, dude.
It's downstairs.
Oh.
But if you tune in on Wednesday to What Toys, I will be showing it off on Hot Toys this Wednesday, 8 p.m. UK time. And it's the T6. Yes, it's sure, it's nice.
It looks pretty cool, and I know nothing about it, but it looks cool. But it looks.
Your attack is obvious.
The box is
Follow him on Instagram.
Shot
some pictures of it.
97.
Yeah, here you can have a look at my Venom,
Cannot escape.
Ooh,
I haven't even picked mine up.
which just
nice.
came as well.
Oh,
Mine's a
That is
PO
nice.
box.
that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
There you go. You can have a Venom.
That's enough for now, that's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
LOTR Nerd 97 for $50 on the Streamlabs side. Thank you very much. Lord of the Rings. Yes. You're a proper nerd. Hail Friday Night Tides. How many awesome, angry Ryan and Az rants can we get tonight? Well, still time. Is that also just watched Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King? Hell yeah. And one of my favorite movie scenes of all time is the Ride of the Rohirrim. Best movies of all time. It's the GOAT. It's the absolute GOAT.
Agreed.
The GOAT. King Theoden is the fucking man. The Waltman 4 for $49.99. So, has anyone in the panel read post-millennial article about Glee being the start of the wokeness in pop culture? Also, when are we going to do FNT special on Chris Chan lore with It's a Gundam?
No.
When he goes to trial?
I'm
maybe?
down.
When he goes to trial, thank you.
Ryan.
Beautiful love story.
I looked over that article.
Been a man.
It makes some very interesting I think it's very interesting, some interesting theories. But if we're talking about woke in general entertainment and woke specifically in genre, which happened a little bit separate. I mean, because freaking television on CW was woke, was always woke. Not that bad. I don't know. I don't think Glee introduced it. I think it had been being introduced for a long, long time before that.
Yeah, I know that was Jack Posobiec. I don't know if he was the one who wrote the article, but I know the original article is on human events. Dalton sent to me, and then the Post Millennial did a write-up on it as well. I want to read both just to see what they had to say, but it could be the plague ship they're talking about. It could have already been in place.
It's one of them.
Yeah, I think it's probably one of many.
The show Glee is definitely gay. I don't know if it's gay enough to be the bringer of all wokeness.
It's got a lot of the tropes, though. Wheelchairs, gay dudes. You know, it's all over the place.
Actors in prison for being pedos.
That is true. Yeah, that
is true.
It's got all the hallmarks.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The guy who was the what's this?
I never watched Glee, so
my wife watched it.
There's been a lot of
he was the bully
things
character.
that have happened from like actors
There's a
and
curse
actresses
that's said
feuding
to
and
have
deaths
died.
and stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that too.
There's a lot of death and drugs.
At least
associated
3
with it.
people, 3 of the main actors have passed.
Oh.
Yeah, I know one of them had. I read that one of them done druggies.
By the way, we're over 9,100 likes.
I dare
Ooh,
you.
let's get us up to 10,000.
Wow.
That is
What?
insane.
That is dope.
That is
That's
insane.
great.
Thank you guys. That is like unbelievable.
That is insane.
Yeah. We are not here to be looked at.
Yes.
That's insane.
Objectify that like button. Feel it up. Touch it.
Yeah.
Press it.
Touch the shit out of it.
Just me too. The shit out of that like button.
Harvey Weinstein the crap out of that fucking like button.
I dare you to go to the next one. Just go to the next one. I dare you. I dare you. I double dog dare you. I double dog dare you. Prison rape that like button. Come on, I'll do it.
Come on.
Drop the soap in the shower on that like button, folks.
That tricky dude for 50 Canadian pesos. Did I take it too far? Did I go too far? No, of course not.
Never.
G4 is just another example of the woke pet cemetery that takes buried IPs and resurrects it as a feminist. Oh, that is a great analogy. P.S. Always loved the show, but sub to every single one of you after having Alex Jones on the show. Still some balls dangling on the internet. Hey-oh, thank you. That's right.
Thank you.
Well,
9.7K. Just 300 more sexual violations, and we are there.
Lick it.
lick the like button.
Lick the like button.
Even after
I think we hit 10K.
If it smells like chicken, keep on licking. If it's...
Don't.
I just realized we have ladies on the show.
Yes!
That means nothing.
Has anyone else picked up Dune on 4K yet?
And I'm just gonna...
I got it.
Okay.
Stop distracting, Odin.
No, I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back.
Hey, Odin, is that Steelbook?
What do you do next, Az? What do you do next?
Is it Steelbook?
Yes. Yes.
You buy Dune on...
Do you hear that?
Dune is the best movie of the year. I don't care what Gary says.
I disagree.
Damn good movie.
I am a good movie.
I totally
Oh,
disagree.
hell yeah!
It's a good
best
film.
movie of the year.
But nobody was the best film of the year.
Hey, Odin, with the
nobody.
exception of
Odin, I agree with you. Odin, I
Nobody was great.
absolutely agree with you. That was.
Did
the
we
best
just
one.
become best friends? That's what Gary said.
Hey, Odin, of all the movies that released day and day on streaming services, Godzilla vs. Kong, is that the highest grossing one?
I'm pretty sure it is. It's definitely.
Is Dune after that?
Yeah, because I think Godzilla was around, what, 430 million worldwide, and then
Dune's at like 394, 385.
I think it was still in the 300s.
Like 383. So
yeah, Godzilla, I believe, is by far the best day and date. Yeah, it actually made its money back.
That probably would have killed too at the box office if it wasn't for that. But oh well.
Yeah.
Kim must be for
Cardassian.
500 Norwegian krona. We love Norway.
I'm just nothing us.
Hail all FNT. Greetings from Norway. Longtime lurker. Getting to watch the show live because life. You make my week. Cheers. Oh, well, thank you. You get that, and then you get that. Awesome. Here we go. Dulcet tones of Az.
You light up my life.
Cause you got a beautiful show.
10,000 likes. 10,000 likes.
Yeah. Dude, smashing records.
Read it and weep.
So many sexual violations.
Take that, G4. Yeah. How many likes you got?
That's
More
what I
like
thought.
G-bore.
We don't need likes. We have respect.
We have equality.
We have respect.
Respect
that G4.
And a rainbow team of Vespas.
Vespas in Mos Vespa.
That hover.
Wait. Respect your pronouns and your identity.
Gary,
Yes.
this is actually taking it back because we had the doctored image. That's the actual image. It just looks so dejected.
Whoa.
What did I tell you about? He looks so like sad.
Yeah.
Look at Custom G's like he's ready to
Custom G
hang
looks so sad.
I prefer the one with
depressed.
Ryan and Ripa. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
I tell you what, have you looked at the sexual equality on that lady there?
Too much.
Well, I was gonna say I like the one on the left.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, I mean, she's yeah.
Why was there a pause, Ryan?
She's nice on the eyes.
I shouldn't.
Holy crap, that's
Whatever
So
Ronald
that's the one on
McDonald
the
thing's
left
going on in the middle. I
Ryan,
don't
the
know
one
what.
on the left is actually this one because
You know what's funny is the one on the left is Gina, right? The one everybody was objectifying in the fucking chat last night. Like, Gina, give me more. Gina. It's like,
Yeah.
which good.
God.
But they
Do
look
it.
so sad.
Yeah.
Poor
So
things.
dejected.
Okay, wait a minute. That is. Ryan's gonna hate me. Remember that picture
He
Krista
already
pulled up
hates you.
with the hand?
Oh God.
That's the same pose she was doing with her hand. I need our memers out there. I need our memers out there to find that picture of Ryan and put it next to Machine Gun Kelly and show us. I don't know where that picture's at. I have no idea. We showed it. Ryan hates that picture so
Oh no.
It's so weird because it's like snapped in the middle of like I'm literally like getting ready to like run, and it's like a picture of me with my arm like this.
Please tell me somebody has that queued up.
No,
Please
so
tell
bad. All right, I'll see if I can. Let me see if I can get
This
that.
isn't it, but it's still pretty
Gary,
good.
when
That's it.
Oh,
Very
whoa.
cool biter again.
Jesus.
That's the kind of action we're looking for.
I just go for a nap and I fucking.
Heartfelt.
This is why you lock your doors. This is why you lock your fucking doors.
Heartfelt.
Heartfelt. No.
Heartfelt.
That face, Gary, will just never. It'll never.
Jesus.
Get
Oh my God.
The criminal order.
But, yeah.
The criminal order.
Criminal order.
Oh, I got it. By the way, buy some Greek grinder style coffee, right? And then, and then today I bought a couple of Sydney's heartfelt mugs.
Oh, I saw those. Funny.
That's great.
She's got hoodies and stuff. It looks great.
You got merch.
Yeah, she's got merch, so I thought I'd get a couple of
We're
things.
trying to get her on the show, so we're working things out.
I'll text her.
And I think
Ryan's gonna shout at her.
and I think I might be going.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, Ryan will shout at her for sure. Who? And hopefully,
She's a woman. That's all you need to know. You can shout at her.
all right. So, Odin.
Yes. Thank you. I need to head out. You've been amazing as always. It's been fun. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend, extended weekend for those who have off on Monday. MLK.
Huh?
Check me out, OMB Reviews. YouTube and Odyssey. Much love.
All right.
See you, man. Have a good one, brother.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Well, you don't have MLK Day in the UK there, Az?
No, we have Milk Day. We stick an eye in it.
All right.
Milk
there
Day.
you go. There you go.
And then we just drink milk.
It's dangerous out there.
10,215 likes. That's awesome.
Wow.
Or
Yes.
Amarada for $100. All right, I know I said I wasn't rich in the last one. None of us are. But congrats on the new record. I love this fellowship community. You accept anyone, even Cthulhu-themed VTubers. Shared passion is what we're about. Nothing else. Hell yeah. Yeah, can I just say Cthulhu? That's even better. Reese on the Streamlabs side for $200. Woo! Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
You guys are awesome.
Damn, you're on fire.
Hail Friday
Holy
Night Tights.
fuck.
I am going to be getting a red Sonya tattoo in her classically chained bikini fairly soon. Oh, God, I'm going to applaud that.
Nice. I think I know the one you're talking about.
I like. And I wanted to add some trophies from the FNT crew. Can you give me some characters that you dislike from comics, anime, or video games so I can add them? Dislike?
Abby, Ellie,
Squirrel Girl. I used to like Squirrel Girl.
Miss
now I don't.
Marvel,
Miss Marvel,
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. That's the character I used to
we
like.
have some breaking news about a character I don't know if any of us are gonna like. Gary, I'm sharing the screen. This is officially the first look at Leslie Grace as Batgirl.
In the movie?
In the movie? Or her
This
TV
is the
show?
movie costume.
Oh, they've gone with the Batgirl from Burnside look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one they ditched really quickly.
This is the movie costume.
Oh, wow.
This isn't CW. What is this?
It looks like someone fatter than her wore that costume before her.
It does.
Okay, Chrissy, we get it. I'm fat. Okay.
Oh, you're beautiful.
Fuck.
Beautiful soul.
But yeah, I did wear it.
This is supposed to be like in Michael Keaton's kind of universe.
Yeah.
I don't know if that I don't know if this outfit really jives with that.
It doesn't look
You know
like
what I mean?
it doesn't look anything like Batgirl. It doesn't look anything like Barbara Gordon. It doesn't look anything like it. This is WB Diversity Batgirl, 5th version derivative character. Good luck.
She looks like Hanukkah girl. It's like a Jewish superhero.
They created this costume during the New 52 when they changed it to Batgirl from Burnside.
I remember.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like the New 52 one.
And so they had this costume, and the reason why they put her in this, again, is because DC wanted people to easily be able to make cosplay costumes of it and go around. Of course, nobody does, because nobody gives a fuck about the character.
You're right.
Fucked up the character. So when they went to Rebirth, Sean Gordon Murphy actually did a Batgirl costume that they used in Batman White Knight, and because people love that, it then got converted into the mainstream. So they ditched the Burnside costume and put her in the Sean Gordon Murphy costume. But no, they've gone with the
You know what the best costume
fucking
is?
shitty cosplay costume for the film. GG.
The OG one, the one Yvonne Craig wore on the fucking 66 series. Best costume. Yvonne
It is.
Craig.
So good.
Yvonne Craig
So
is
good.
forever Batgirl. Okay. Forever.
But even
my
if they went
Batgirl.
with like on the modern day, you know, even if they went with the Batgirl from, let's say, the Arkham games and did a spin on that, that's a pretty good
That
version.
would make
you know,
more
'cause it's still got the
sense.
yellow boots, yellow gloves.
Yep.
You know, you still got that sort of aesthetic about it, and then you just armor it up a bit. For,
a little
for
bit of
modern day,
armor.
but-
Yeah.
It just looks so cheap. It just
I
looks
know.
so cheap. It's like they went to JCPenney, picked it up off the clearance rack, and went like, Batgirl.
But Gary's right. This is fucking diversity CW Batgirl.
Yeah.
That's all this is. It's got nothing to do with Barbara Gordon.
And this is the movie going forward, right? The one that's currently in production?
This is who they want to be the co-lead of the Justice League with fucking Supergirl. Pushing the
Let 'em
DC
spend the money.
universe, pushing the
Let 'em
DC
spend the
universe
money.
forward. For goodness, good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck. Good luck with that.
Free content.
Hope it works out for you.
Yep.
It doesn't
free
look like
content.
a lot of people are talking about Peacemaker.
No, I think it's DOA.
Yeah.
Well, I also think that like a lot of the Jeff Johns stuff, that's like what's taken over Twitter.
Yeah,
you know
saw
what I
that.
mean?
Yeah.
So what the reality is of how many people have watched Peacemaker, I don't know.
Yeah.
As we know, Twitter isn't real life.
It's not real life, and it was artificially, it was sponsored, but it didn't throw any numbers of tweets. Not that I care.
We'll see if Samba comes out and lets us know. I don't think it's gonna be really anything.
No.
Like the Suicide Squad did not make a lot of fucking money.
Well. Yeah, no, it lost money.
Like, and with Matrix, with everything, I think that more so than the pandemic and all that stuff, when they put these shows out for free on a streaming service, that has a huge effect. It can't not.
But I saw the Peacemaker trailer, and I just saw that. I was like, no way, this looks shit.
What was the most successful thing from for DC last year? It was the Snyder Cut by far.
Snyder Cut, yeah.
Easily Snyder Cut. Better selling Blu-ray. Brought more subs to more people were talking about it all throughout the entire year. And people just beyond Snyder Cut fans too. A lot of people. It brought in a lot of people who were curious and probably expecting to hate on it and didn't, which I thought.
I think a lot of people probably got HBO Max because of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't know how many have kept it. That's all their fucking analytics, but who knows?
Share my screen, Gary. I do have confirmation of Ryan cosplaying as.
Damn.
Oh no! He's even got the cockeyed head, like a little bit.
Oh no! I don't know which one looks like the biggest lesbian.
Which one wears the pants and the
an invisible sling.
I think Ryan's a bigger lesbian. All right, Amra the Lion for $50. Hail guys, first time donating. I am a Latino, and Zorro is fox in Spanish. The female Zorra is widespread derogatory slang in Latin America for women to define something between a cunt and a whore. That tells you how connected this is CW with their audience. Absolutely. And I noticed you didn't say Latinx.
No. Polly told me that last night.
Polly. Hey, hail Polly, by the way.
Yeah, Polly's a great dude.
WG for $50. We love WG. We love WG. WG. Hail Friday Night Tights. Not sure if you saw this, but Disney Plus is now running ads. I just saw a Life Alert commercial where an old guy says, "Help, I've fallen and I can't get up." Oh, wait. Being told now, that was just the last episode of Book of Boba Fett. As you
Oh, man. Spot on.
Next one's the hover round.
Yeah.
Right.
And the grabber.
Patrick L's for $100. What about Flex Seal? I think
this. Hold on, Gary. Sorry. Can I just reshare this picture of Batgirl? I was just noticed a glaring. There is a fucking zipper on her fucking trousers for any villain to go straight for the fucking rape.
Oh no.
Oh, that's why they said Joker's gonna be
that's an area that's fucking armored up, for Christ's sake.
That's for her to pee standing up. Yeah. Ooh. Chrissy went there.
Boobs. Lack of boobs. What's going on in a Batgirl? She should have some.
More like flat girl.
Flat girl. But look, it's just like, Jesus Christ! This girl goes out to fucking save Gotham. She's just gonna get done in every alleyway.
She better have Batgirl.
Bringing Chrissy on was just such a good idea.
Bring Jason Todd. He's got guns.
Patrick. Well, he's got something.
That is the most impractical fucking outfit.
Patrick L's for $100. Patrick, thank you. I think Chris Gore should put his beach knit slip question to Twitter as a poll. I think that's actually a good.
Agree.
Yeah. Thank you, Patrick.
All right.
$100. Yeah. I know how I vote. Xander Collin for 50 Australian oppressive dollars.
Quarantine dollars.
Quarantine dollars. Sorry. First time super
Social
chat.
credit points.
Yep. First time super chat plus love. I love it rough. All right. Well, hang on.
All right.
Well, I'm not wearing any pants.
What's he gonna play for that?
First time super chat plus I like it rough. Love watching and listening you guys. Great to see Quarter Black back too. Playing God of War on PC as I listen to you guys. Loving the game so far. Indeed,
Nice.
Enjoying your Friday as I am enjoying my Saturday morning. Hail to you. Oh, shit. See?
There we go! You almost got past the scare. You almost dipped.
I was just
Entire
watching
show.
Mark the Cyborg's God of War review of the entire series that he did on Geeks and Gamers. It only has like 8,000 views. Holy fuck, that was a good video.
It's by far one of the best videos that's ever been on that channel. And the fact that it has 8,000 views is criminal. You know what I mean?
Criminal. It's a great video.
It is so good. Mark makes such good videos.
Yeah.
Such good videos. Matter of fact, I'll play a clip here a little later of Mark crawling across the floor
Oh my god.
with a leg.
I would like to erase that from my mind.
No, he has to do that now since X-Ray Girl's already so embarrassed about it.
Now.
Let's do it now. I was gonna have this for later. It's so
I didn't
good.
come back for this.
So right here is Tuesday night's main event, and X-Ray Girl decided she was gonna steal his leg.
Leopard crawl, like, because it's absolutely necessary for whatever thing they're doing. You probably have to do one to get your fucking beer. That might be why you're more proficient at it than they are.
So she grabs his leg.
This was the thing before. Oh god. Stealing my leg.
Just pulling your leg.
Stealing my leg.
There she is.
He's just talking.
Now, look at John. He's like, what the hell is going on? Now we tell him he has to. Got to see the crawl.
One time. Finish this. God, I feel. Listen, this doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel okay.
All right, so you gotta grab another beer then, right?
He's going to get a beer.
I squirted this squeezed peanut butter all over my pants.
Guys, why are we doing
out of the
this?
way.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Tries to abuse him.
A spousal abuse.
Why is he abusive?
See, it happens a lot more to men than you think. It really does.
Look at that.
Mark was
On
so
film.
serious
You steal
about
his
it.
leg, you beat him with it. Fucking hell, woman.
I didn't beat him with the leg.
Whatever.
Just my hand. That's,
You were
If you
thinking
heard
about
a
it.
member of the Friday Night Tights cast attack a disabled person, who would you think it was?
I would go with Ryan, but apparently it's X-Ray Girl.
He likes when I beat him, okay?
My immediate thought was Ryan. Everyone just defaults to Ryan.
So for those that are not aware, Mark the Cyborg is not just a gimmicky name. He literally has a cybernetic leg.
Yes, he does.
So, as a matter of fact, when we went to Vegas for the Friday Night Tights meetup, we were hoping he could come, but what was going to be Ryan and Jay were going to take his leg and kind of like run around Vegas with it, and then so Mark would only be
I want to
one-legged.
do like a National Treasure style fucking hunt.
Oh my god.
And just
Scavenger
he would have to
hunt for
do
his
that to be able to find his fucking leg. I think that'd be great content. Him just crawling around, hopping around fucking Vegas or DC, wherever. It doesn't fucking matter. We'll
What they're
figure it
not
out.
telling you is their plan was to dump him in an alley somewhere while they run off with his leg.
Insert him in Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, once you get your hands on the leg, it's not like you're in a super big hurry. You ain't catch me anytime soon.
Yeah,
Well, you've seen him leopard crawl, just saying.
Crawls pretty fast.
Pretty fast.
He's like a fucking alligator, all right? Ain't no way he can keep
That's
up.
that's some nice Kyle though. When you're on the hot streets of Vegas, man, it's gonna be a different story.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mark.
Crawling through all the stacks of porn stuff that
Yeah.
they hand out to you. Yeah.
I do
Use
think like that's a
condoms.
good point Ryan made. If you were to hear that a member of Friday Night Tights assaulted a disabled person, I think X-Ray Girl would be the last person you would assume that would be.
Wow.
I wouldn't.
Wow.
Jane Theory.
We know the truth.
Jane Theory for $100.
Jesus,
Jane.
Jane.
What are you doing? This is just wishful thinking, Jane. I mean, I'm sorry. but I'll read this. I'll try to keep a straight face. George will finish Winds of Winter in 2022. No. Yeah. But thank you for that. No. Do you want me to lie to you and say yes? I predicted in my video 2023, if at all. So you got another year. But hey, I hope you're right, because I'd love to read it.
There's a better chance George Moilo finishes Winds of Winter in 2022. Hey, George R.R. Martin.
Yeah.
Better chance George Floyd finishes it.
But that is a good segue to plug. Once I get into Texas, we're going to pick back up that book club I was talking about, and we're going to finish. We're going to finish A Song of Ice and Fire. That's a tease.
I thought you were going to go the Longbow Hunters.
Gary's threatening
Oh, no, we're not going to do that. Well, why would we do that? Wasn't it my turn again?
Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah, I did book 1. I was waiting for you to do book 2, and then you didn't.
I thought we were going to cover the whole thing in one live stream. Why would we do
No, we're going to do like one book.
I thought we covered the whole thing. I'm going to have to go back and check now. I'm going to check.
I don't like it when mom and dad fight.
We're not fighting. We're just trying to figure out what the fuck.
We're not fighting. We're trying to figure out
the
our
longbow
fucking
hunters.
retardation.
But yes, I'm doing a book club on. It's going to be a feast for feast of dragons, and it's a list of the last 2 books, and we're going to figure out our own ending because George will never figure out his. First time super chat. Be gentle. From J Train M for $50. Thank you very much. Says, hail Friday Night Tights, Geeks and Gamers over G4 TV, DOA, by the way. I look forward to FNT every Friday to help me relax and laugh after a long work week. Congrats, Quarter Black, on joining the Friday Night Tights family and losing that man bun. Yeah. Okay.
I would get up, but I'm not wearing pants right now.
When's that ever stopped you?
Gary, share my screen.
And welcome, Gothics and Chris. So thank you very much.
God damn.
Whatever, Ryan. I'm about to get butt raped by Jack Murphy on the cover of a comic book. So.
Right.
And Ryan,
I just want to say, I see you in the chat. You're all homophobes, all right? I see you in the chat right now.
Brian Doyle for $49.99 says, "Hey, Friday Night Tights, why is Machine Gun Kelly all bent over on G4?" That's a good question.
Where's Megan Fox?
About damn apples. David McDaniel for $50. Thank you again. Says, late notice. Hail Gothics. Hail Chris Gore. And hail Odin, Comic Chrissy. 3/4 white Garrett. Ryan as Jeremy and Garrett.
Hey!
Garrett got mentioned twice.
I got that twice, baby.
Garrett got it twice. I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he's got to make up for the Quarter Black side, I guess.
Talk about pandering.
It's because he felt bad all the roasting he's getting on his man bun. So
yeah, well,
I am talking about it's a beautiful man bun. How dare you?
It's not.
It's practical.
It's a bitch.
It's not even. I can't even sarcastically say it's beautiful. It's
Quarter Black's letting
You're
everyone
jealous.
know exactly where he lives because the only place in Texas that allows that shit's Austin.
Yeah.
Fucking ain't no other way.
Like all I want to do is someone take
Denton.
take that clip that they used against Mahler. He's like didn't even have the decency to die. Just put that and then show a picture of the Quarter Black's man bun.
Yeah.
I gotta frame it up so you can see it there.
David McDaniel on the Streamlabs side for $100. You guys are insane tonight. Insane. And
because Frost is here.
Yes. You've got a beautiful...
Don't look at me.
You've got a beautiful like.
Trying not to.
He says, you've got a beautiful like. Thank you very much. All right. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, camera. Just hit that. Going for my second mouse. I'm dual fisting the mice. Can you do that?
Nice.
So, all right. For our final super chat of the night, it's a three-parter. Three-parter for Marksman. It's always mystery what we're going to get from Marksman. But we love Marksman, so it equals out, what, $75?
I got something from Marksman since he requested it, which is what he got me for Christmas.
Oh my God, is that a... Oh.
Are you the
It's a
original?
Cthulhu knit.
That's
Did you highlight that, Garrett?
cool.
Did you highlight that? Somebody highlight?
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Mauler's going to be
Wow.
so jealous.
Yeah, it's pretty badass,
Yeah,
right?
cool.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Marksman.
Probably actually would prevent the spread of COVID.
Hey, Marksman on the Streamlabs side, 3 separate super chats for $25 each. If you eat 40,000 bananas in 10 minutes, the radiation poisoning will kill you. Also, for when the cult turns into zombies, remember that 9 millimeters kills the body, but 45 ACP. What is ACP, gun people? 45 ACP kills
It's a type of ammunition.
Okay,
Yeah, type of ammunition. I don't remember what
kills
ACP
the
stands
soul.
for, though.
It's how you stop them from becoming a lich. The secret behind double tap. Also, diabetes is just damage over time. So change your builds, you casuals. Impeachment is just a vote to kick out the British conquered the world of spices and put none of it in their food. Wow. And they still don't. They still don't. Their opinions on food are unreliable. Also,
We put loads of salt in our fucking food.
Oh, it stands for auto Colt pistol.
There you go. Also, fuck sea turtles. That's a Ryan reference right there.
Wow.
Yes.
Almost forgot my usual gorilla greeting from this 3/4 vanilla gorilla and 3/4 mocha gorilla with a dash of tapatio. Oh, I love tapatio sauce. It's so good. I say hail to my fellow vanilla gorillas and the one and only quarter smooth dark chocolate gorillas. Apes are stronger together. Thank you, Marksman.
Ape, strong together.
Stronger together. Oh,
Wakanda forever.
did we get another one
titties
in there?
ever?
We did. Oh man. Oh yeah, dem titties. Dem titties. Dem titties.
I can't accept super chats with them titties. It's really offensive.
But
That
really
just sounded
offensive.
like Tourette's, Gary.
Dem pussy. Dem titties. Yeah, this one's sad though. It's actually sad. So just found out
no.
my 19-year-old cousin was in a bad car crash with a semi. She was airlifted and is currently in ICU. Prayers to the FNT crew in the audience. Hope everybody, hope anyone going through a rough time pulls together. Hail FNT, hail family, hail chat. Prayers to your 19-year-old cousin. That is
Absolutely.
rough.
That's
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers.
Big time, dude.
Oh man, yeah. It's we have a great fellowship that if you need to reach out to talk to somebody, there's going to be 50 people willing to do it right away. That's what's brilliant about this. Okay, we got to end this show. The Super Chat Square Up will be Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m. on Nerdrotic Live. Tune in then. And that'll be, I think, after a members stream, so which will be pretty early on Sunday. So keep an eye on the community section of this channel. And thanks everyone again for super chatting and donating. We help keep the lights on. It was a record night. It was a record night of likes and views outside of Alex Jones. Thanks to you beautiful, sexy people.
That's what happens when you bring diversity. You've got a black female, and all of a sudden we break records. I mean, and also got Yellow Wolf or Machine Gun Kelly or whoever the fuck you are.
Foreskin. Foreskin.
Keep jerking it, Jeremy. Keep jerking it to this.
All right.
To that right there. Hey, that ratio though. That ratio.
Wow.
That ratio.
That ratio though.
That ratio, though.
We will start with Comics Division. Plug. Do you have your plugs ready? We got to make sure my co-hosts have their plugs in order.
Yeah, I'm ready. Hey everybody, I'm Comics Division. You can follow me on Twitter and obviously my YouTube channel, which is Comics Division. And I stream every Monday and Thursday. And of course, you can find me here over at Friday Night Tights. And you can find me over at Unsafe Space, where I talk about the Great Reset.
Hail. And you haven't gotten them canceled lately, or suspended
No, I
lately.
haven't. Luckily.
Oh, they're pretty good at doing that on their own lately. So
yeah,
that's good.
that's true.
We will go next to Quarter Black Garrett.
Yo, I got a channel. It's Quarter Black Garrett. Subscribe.
You do.
Spectacularly titled because it comes up at the top of your subscription feed on YouTube every time with the number
right
one.
there,
so.
number one. It's perfect.
It does.
Got the SEO and all that shit.
Also,
so yeah, follow me over there. Also, I'm on Adam Krigler's show, the Krigler Show on Wednesdays. I chill over there, and then Friday Night Tyson.
Krigler is awesome.
Shout out to Adam.
And he's got a little job with me, so you'll be seeing him a lot around.
I'm here
these
all the
parts.
time. A little job.
Yeah.
A little job. That's right.
That's what they call it.
That's right. Ryan Kinnell, my baby boy.
Thanks for having me on, Gary. I feel like fucking shit today. I don't know. I got sick again. I don't know why, but pressing through because this show is fucking amazing. It's everything that G4 is not. And that's you guys in the chat make it what it is. You've made the show what it's become. So it's fucking awesome to see. Hopefully G4 keeps self-destructing and I can ride their asses to 100K.
Hell yeah.
That's the plan. So we'll see what happens. But thanks for having me, Gary. Always nice talking to Gothics. And Frost can go fuck herself because no one else will.
Damn.
Wow. See what I have to put up with here?
Speaking of which, Frost.
I'm gonna go finger myself angrily in the bathroom.
Any final
Every
words?
hour on the hour.
Any final words, Frost?
Yo, what's up? This is Frost. You about to get frostbite. Remember, always make sure you are jerking off or not jerking off to your favorite female influencers.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Okay then.
I also forgot to say, just Jeremy said it earlier, but Chris coming on here and talking G4 and stuff, like, I know it's gotta be sad seeing all that shit. So we really appreciate Chris just being as upfront like he always fucking is. That's why people respect him. So
damn straight.
And Chris will be on with us this Tuesday as well. So
That's true. Yeah. We'll see what happens between now and then, right?
I'm sure there's gonna be a lot. I'm sure there'll be a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We can only hope. Frost, get your ass off this show and get your ass back over to G4. Get me some algorithm gold. What the fuck you doing over here?
Hey, be careful with that chair.
Yeah. As.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
You want to plug your stuff?
Yeah. Subscribe, please. Heel versus Babyface. I am on 293,000 subs. I'm only 7,000 subs, not 7 subs. I'm only 7,000 subs away from 300K. It'd be really nice if they got there, please. Thank you, please.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, big thanks to Gothic and Chris for being on the show today. Awesome as always, and it's a pleasure to see you guys. Always is. And Frost, I swear to God, you are the cure for fucking erections.
Ain't that the truth?
yeah. If you've had an erection that lasts longer than 4 hours, just watch G4.
Yeah.
Yeah, soft and respected.
I got X-Ray Girl to cover her face. That was a good one. She's laughing. You got her. You got
If you
her.
don't like it, don't watch. Peace.
Oh, Jeremy Grimes. From
Jeremy
Geeks
Grimes.
and Drifters.
Go subscribe to RK Outpost. I want my bro to get to 100K. He's closing in. I think this G4 thing's gonna make it happen. Do it because if not, Alec Baldwin is already on record saying someone else will be in danger if Ryan doesn't hit 100K by Friday Night Lights next week. So you can save a life if you help get Ryan to 100K before Friday Night Lights next week. I'm just saying,
I'll
it's
say
no
for that
pressure,
strategy,
no pressure.
I think you should hold off and just wait, because if Alec Baldwin actually does kill someone, that'll be way better for the channel in the long run. Fuck the life.
But yes, amazing night on Friday Night Tights. Thank you guys. Honor, privilege to be here. It's an honor to interact with all of you guys in the chat. We really do appreciate it. We are fans. We grew up as fans. We're just regular people who have been blessed to have a platform, so we know what it's like to be in that chat and watch other creators. We know what it's like. We know that, you know, we are only going to be as successful as you guys allow us to be. And so for everybody that has been watching G4 and feels like, you know, you've been shit on, you have, but you found a place right here that's not going to do that to you. And we're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes here and there, but we will own them. And we know better than any of you. We're just, you know, happy to be here with all of you. So let's keep kicking ass. FNT for life. Thank you guys.
Hail. Thank you, Jeremy. That was great.
Yeah.
Chris Gore.
I just want to thank everybody for, you know, allowing me to be on the show. I've been a fan for years, watching FNT. It's the true spirit of the nerd fellowship, and I've discovered all, you know, other channels like Geeks Gamers, Heel versus Babyface. I subscribe to all your channels, and just a real pleasure to be here. And so I thank you for that. Gothic's just great to finally meet you, you know, virtually here, which is great. I'm that Chris Gore and everything. And if you like Yvonne Craig, Batgirl, you can follow my Instagram account, That Chris Gore, where I post only photos that are Batman related. I seriously, I have an Instagram, Bat Chris Gore, so check that out. And I have nothing to do with the new G4, by the way.
It's kind of apparent, honestly.
I wasn't on the reunion show. I have nothing to do with the new G4. It is sad for me to see because I have people I really care about on there, but I'm hoping that they take this feedback and maybe they'll make some changes. Who knows? I do have later this year, I'm coming out with a documentary called Attack of the Doc about Attack of the Show. This is from the Crew Jacket. This
nice.
If you go, there's actually a YouTube channel, Attack of the Doc, where you can see old clips of the old G4 if you want to check that out. And that documentary, there's a little teaser trailer there, and the doc is coming out later this year. And I hope it acts as a reminder of like what the show really meant and what G4 was really about back in the day, and it's kind of maybe in contrast to today's times. You know, this is, you know, when we had a sense of humor about ourselves, and I really appreciate everyone here for having a sense of humor about themselves and also caring a lot about this community and the conversations we've had. And, I really appreciate it. So thank you very much. I know I've gone on too long. I know.
No. It's dude.
We like hearing about your long job.
Well, and I think what happened, what's just happened, Chris, may have people even more excited to watch yours to see like what it was and how far it's changed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a huge part of, I think, nerd culture. It's always going to be around, but I think it peaked 15 years ago, 10 years ago, before the MCU bought. I think that changed everything. That turned it corporate. But when Attack of the Show was in its prime, everybody was talking about it in my comic shop. It was a time where we were just having good times, and the art was good. Comics were good. Attack of the Show was good. We had some good TV shows. We have regressed. Regressed, and that's thanks to the corporations. And I can't wait to see that doc. Dude, they're archived. You can